I know you say there's a delay, see, but I feel like it always starts right after you do it.
Oh well, I mean, we can just yeah, well, we're live. Wow, that's crazy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast, where we are definitely live, and we're not delayed this time. At least on my screen, we're not delayed. So, yeah, this is King of Anime podcast, where we talk about seasonal anime every week. This week, we're talking about. We don't got much to talk about. Just the final episode of Frieren, and 3 episodes of Shinsekai Yori. Which of course is a part of Nakama Club, which is fucking awesome. You guys should watch Shinsekai Yori. But co-hosts, how are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, good sir. Doing pretty good. It's different doing this on a Thursday.
Yeah,
it's a Thursday. Thursday. You have energy?
Yeah, Thursday. I don't know. Thursday
do some push-ups right now.
I could. I won't, but I could.
Oh, okay. Man, if only we had super chats, I would be making you do push-ups. Push-ups, a dollar push-up for each time.
Yeah.
Somebody if we get super chats, I'll do some.
Yeah, I might have to do some too.
I'll fucking do it again.
I mean, my carpal tunnel may like it, so it may help out.
Break my fingers.
We got a couple of people. Sir Cringe, Decrepit Storm, welcome back. Ellie in the chat.
Storm.
Oh God, people are thirsty.
People are.
I agree.
I feel like it's been forever since we've seen you, Decrepit Storm. I hope everything's all good. And hello, Ellie. Yes, we are thirsty. We got drinks.
Yeah,
water.
I got some
H2O.
water to the right of me. Gotta hydrate. I'm on a specific medication, and the medication makes you hydrate every day. I have to drink at least like 64 ounces every day, which isn't bad, but
I'm a stupid American. I don't know how much that is.
You know, that's like as big as like couple stacked bricks or something. I don't know.
Oh, that makes okay. You next time convert it into guns.
Oh, if it's guns, it's like
converted it into big gulps.
It's like 2 Desert Eagles.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Golden Desert Eagles.
Got you.
Yeah. Well, I forgot I was gonna say shit.
You forgot you were gonna say shit? Well, you just said shit.
Decrepit Storm says, I went out to get milk, but now I'm back. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, I know about those. Yeah. Milk evades a lot of us men for whatever reason. I've never found out the reason.
For some reason, we just get lost in the dairy aisle at stores.
Mm-hmm.
We're just there for like years. Sometimes.
Milk and cigarettes. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes to find. Sometimes it takes an hour. Sometimes it takes 3 years. 18 in some cases.
That's usually how long it takes me. About 18.
Can't blame us.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling extra, when I'm like trying to search for the specific one, probably 35, 40. But then again, somebody at that point comes to find me. So
yeah.
Eagle, a golden eagle? Me. Yes, Lightning, you are golden and you are an eagle.
I will say, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel strangely better today than I usually do in a week. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. Like I didn't win the lottery or anything like that. It's probably because I got more sleep. That's probably what it is.
Oh,
I usually don't get a lot of sleep.
Yeah,
and Mondays are usually, it's the beginning of the week. While today is Thursday, the week's almost over. We got one more day and then the weekend.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that could be it. I mean, I am watching my sleep schedule now too, so that could also be that. I don't know. Either way, I'm feeling really good. I feel like I could run a marathon right now.
Or do it now.
I'm gonna run through. Oh yeah! Just break through the wall.
But anyways,
I love it when. Oh, sorry.
No, continue, EA.
Oh, I was just gonna make a quick joke. Just I like it whenever people are just running in slow motion to that Chariots of Fire song. You know, the dun, 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 dun. That's what I imagine when people go on a marathon run. Dun, 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 dun.
What song was that movie in that made it popular?
Been in a lot. Jim Carrey's used it multiple times. He did it in The Grinch, and he also did it in Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, I think it was Bruce Almighty.
Yeah,
he likes doing that one.
I gotta watch Bruce Almighty again, man. Even Evan Almighty was, not that bad.
I think I'm gonna watch The Lighthouse this weekend.
Ooh,
or probably Friday. I never seen it myself.
Tell me what you think of it.
I know that's a movie that a lot of people have different opinions on it because it's so like abstract.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's out there.
I want to see it for myself. I didn't know it was. I thought it was like way longer than what it actually was. I think the runtime is under 2 hours actually. So I'm definitely interested in it.
Can't wait to hear your reaction.
I don't even know how it is.
I might check it out tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it on my Discord. We'll see.
All right.
There you go. Check out Satsuki's Discord. But anyways, with all of that being said, we should go ahead and we should get into the news.
You talking about that stuff that never gives you the blues? Now let's get ready for the KOA.
It's Miracle!
The first one is kind of insane. Warner Bros. Japan is going to produce 10 plus anime per year. This is actually up from only doing 5 per year. So now they're doing 10 plus. I'm kind of conflicted on this. On one hand, it means the anime industry continues to grow and prosper. But it's Warner Bros. The studio that will shelve entire films for tax write-offs and just never release them.
Oh, yes.
The same studio that will produce amazing video games like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
It's a great game.
It's just a legendary title. Unforgettable.
How many live players are on that fucking game now? Like 50?
I think on launch it was literally not even like 500.
Oh my god.
And they released a statement. They were like, it underperformed expectations. No shit.
Yeah, no shit.
You guys ruined a studio for this awful game. But yeah, I don't trust Warner Bros. Saying I don't trust Warner Bros. As far as I can throw them, I think is a little too generous. However, this is Warner Bros. Japan. I don't know if that's different or not, or if they're somehow better or even worse. But I don't trust them. So, and I don't know what, I don't know what new anime they're going to add to their catalog. These could be very well just really good anime, but do you guys think there's going to be like any anime originals or any stuff like that? Like what's your take on this stuff?
If anything, I could see them, since it's a Warner Brothers kind of property, maybe just DC comic book hero stuff. I could see a lot of that, like an anime Batman, which would be fucking sick. I don't know.
Did they do Batman
anything?
Which was an anime?
They may have. I know they've done a Marvel anime that I've yet to see. They've done plenty of crossovers and stuff, but I don't know. That's my thought, because they are coming out with a Suicide Squad anime. So it only makes sense for them to do a lot of DC stuff. That's my guess, but I could also see maybe an animated adaptation to any live action movie and just make it an anime. And that
Breaking
would
Bad,
be really fucking cool. No, Warner Brothers don't own Breaking Bad. I'm just thinking of any kind of Warner Brothers property. I think that would be really neat. Like, just to see something like that. Like, that would be cool if done right.
Isn't Japan really crazy about drugs though?
Crazy
Yeah, they
about?
don't-
Oh,
They don't like
Like,
drugs.
are they crazy about drugs?
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
I never
think
heard
about-
about that.
Think about how many anime you know where there's heavy drug use. It's not a lot.
No, not really.
I think it's a rule in TV in Japan that you can't show drug use on primary television networks or something like that. I
Really?
remember reading about this easily 10 plus years ago. So, but I know there is some rule. I just don't know the details of it. Also, hello, Carp.
Hey, Carp. Welcome.
What's going on?
But oh, sorry. Continue, Satsuki.
I don't really have an opinion on it. I mean, in the realm of what EA was saying with the anime or the DC comic stuff, I think it would be interesting if they were to do heroes or stories that aren't really known about. Because, we always get live actions, cartoons of all, Batman, whoever else. Do some hero, like, it would be cool for them to not make a name for themselves because they already got the comics, but kind of put people on to different comics in DC with the anime that aren't already well known. I mean, for a lot of people, that's what happened with Black Panther. Not saying Black Panther wasn't popular or anything like that. Just that having a movie raised everybody's awareness from where to it came into almost as a household name. It would be cool if they did that with the medium of anime. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
When you said heroes and stuff, I don't know if they have access to this, but it would just be cool if they did this in general. Get Keith David, Spawn anime.
Ooh.
That would be fucking
I would love
awesome.
a Spawn anime. It's been years since they've been in talks doing a Spawn reboot for years, but Jamie Foxx was supposed to do it. I don't know how well he's doing. I mean, I know he came out with that video a long time ago, but I don't like has he been shown in public lately?
Has something happened to him?
Yeah. Dude, he had a fucking something with his heart. Like it almost sounded like he had like a stroke or something.
Damn, that's horrible.
I haven't seen him in anything recent, so I can't say. I did see the movie he was in before all of that happened. I think it was called They Cloned Tyrone, and he was pretty good in that.
Yeah, the last one I saw him in was Day Shift, and that was when he was a vampire hunter. That Netflix movie, that one's really fun. If you haven't seen it.
QRW6 says, "What up, KOA? I'm at a different location for the time being. Just going to say, Denkin finished his story before Cody."
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Decrepit Storm says, "Jesse and White Sensei, the anime."
Jesse-san,
It's time to
we gotta cook. Yo, Mr. White.
What's
Son.
up, bitch?
Hank.
Hey, his name is
What
Hank.
My name is AC Slater, you sack of shit.
No,
We had a
please
good
don't
thing
kill him.
going, Walter, and your avarice and your greed.
Your pride. And then he gets shot. Shut the fuck up, Walter.
Light Eagle says, "Same for Iron Man. People didn't care about him so much. And I assumed Jamie Foxx, glad he's alive."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
one of best entertainers in modern day.
He did that.
Yeah,
really.
He's great.
He did that really interesting. Or no, maybe he didn't. I don't. Was it Denzel or was it him that did the Book of Eli?
It was Denzel.
Oh,
that was the Book of Eli. Denzel Washington did that. Jamie Foxx did Django.
Jamie's biggest role probably is Ray Charles.
Oh, he won an Oscar for that. Yeah,
Very,
he was
very good.
Great in that.
Very good. Love Ray Charles.
I loved him
too,
in that.
so-
Loved him Django. I loved him. I think it was called Collateral. Yeah, he's been in a lot of great stuff that I've watched. Jarhead.
Oh yeah, Jarhead. There was a certain period of time where those like military films were just so good, like Jarhead, Black Hawk Down, The Hurt Locker. Those were just, man, that was an era.
Yeah. American
Anyways.
Sniper's a good one too.
American Sniper, yeah.
Yeah. So I know we're getting off topic. We still got more news to talk about.
Next up, we got Oshinoko Season 2 debut is happening in July of this year, and it will be, like always, on High Dive, so get out there and support. Competition, goddammit.
It'll also be here on KOA, since we didn't kill it.
Well, we'll see about that.
Hey, don't go back on your word.
Hey, listen.
Sasuke's doing the Frieren look.
I think incest is quite funny. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god!
It's bad too because me and EA passed it. C wasn't even the one to pass it. It was just me and EA.
Right? Yeah, we did. But I mean, hey, give it a chance, Sasuke. It could be okay.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it's not even the incest stuff that I'm not looking forward to. I like Oshinoko, but it's not an anime I look super forward to, honestly. Especially because of what it seems like it's devolving into, or what it seemed like it was devolving into at the end of it, where it's kind of like this love triangle thing. I don't think I'm with the romance in it.
Right. This was a show about finding their mother's killer. And then it devolved into, oh god, I never played baseball before. That was a good sweat.
Shit. You just jogged my memory on one of the worst theories going around right now.
Oh god.
There are some people that theorize that the brother and sister are going to smash to bring back their mother.
Oh my god. I've seen that.
Lord above, if that happens, so help me.
I can't believe this is the same person who did Kaguya-sama. I can't believe it.
Apparently, he's really into incest. Like, that's one of his kinks. So, whatever floats your boat, but you put it into a story, I'm just saying, you're making a mistake.
It's none of that stuff is in Kaguya-sama. That's why it's so weird to me. Because even something may be weird in one series, but you'll see traces of it in another, usually. There's nothing like that in Kaguya-sama. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well,
look forward this summer.
If anything, Oshinoko's actual main plot thread, when it's actually followed, is entertaining. So there is that. Also,
yes,
incest. But moving on, next story. Mappa reveals new original anime series title Zenshu. This is a really ironic one because this story, let me find it here.
Zenshu.
This is from Mappa.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I read about this one.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Satsuki knows. Mappa describes the anime as follows. After graduating from high school, Natsuki Hirose starts her career as an animator. Her talent quickly flourishes, and she makes her debut as a director in no time. Her first anime becomes a massive hit, sparking a social phenomenon and earning her recognition as an up-and-coming genius director. Her next project is set to be a romantic comedy film themed around first love. However, having never been in love herself, Natsuko struggles to understand the concept of first love, and as a result, she's unable to create storyboard, causing the movie production to come to a standstill. So there's two parts of this story. The first is that awesome, Mappa's doing an anime original. That's, we need more of that from Mappa in general, because that's the kind of stuff they need to be doing instead of doing countless adaptations over and over. Also, it sounds like a really interesting story. However, the other side is that this is MAPPA we're talking about, making a story about animation coming to a standstill and storyboarding not being able to finish it.
You think maybe this is very meta?
It might be propaganda depending on how the anime goes.
Right. You think that they're yelling at their artists in this damn show?
Get it done.
It depends on how it goes, but it could actually be like that. I don't know who wrote this exactly, or I don't know what the intent is going into it, but it could very well be some propaganda nonsense to kind of big up MAPPA itself.
No, I'll tell you what they were thinking. Rich suit guy who's not even paying any of his employees comes in, rallies together all the tired troops, says, "Hey guys, we got a new job for you. This anime is called Zinshu, and you're the perfect team to make it because you guys are animators. And it's about production coming to a standstill, which we are good at doing. We'll get to work. It needs to be done in 2 days."
It premieres tomorrow. Oh
That's
my God.
That's what it feels like.
That is funny. And also, the design for the freaking artists, just hair all up in their face. You don't even see their face. Oh, here we go. Yep. That's exactly what she looks like. How could you write or do anything like that? Can you see us, Satsuki?
A little bit, yeah. I could see like between the threads of hair. I can function a little bit. See, like, let me read the chat a little bit. I hope it just turns into Zom 100 in the end, and nobody has to work anymore. There you go.
All right. Well, I guess
Damn,
if it worked for Sasuke, it works for the main character. Shit.
Right. Yeah. She sort of reminds me of Kiyomoto from Look Back. She's got the same thing going. She's not an animator, but in that story, she's a mangaka. And as a kid, she's literally just never got a haircut, so her hair is all in her face and stuff, and it works for him, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's the key to being an animator, because you're so fucking overworked and you're crazy doing these animations for 20 hours a day.
The Griffin store said they can save budget if they don't have to animate her face.
Did you guys see the Invincible clip?
No, I haven't.
Wait. There's a clip from one of the newest episodes of Invincible where he goes up to...
Does it look good or cheap?
Well, here's the thing. He goes up to one of his favorite show makers or whatever, and he talks about how animation, about how it's like, have you ever noticed, like in animation, sometimes they don't cut to the face while talking or use their hands to cover their mouths, or these long panning shots or whatever? And they were being really meta. It was really funny.
Yeah, they're being self-aware. I gotcha. That's funny.
But yeah, there's Zinshu by MAPPA. Look forward to it. May cover it on KOA since it's anime original. We don't got a lot of those.
And when we do, Sasuke has to have his hair like that every time.
I'll do it for the cause.
Next up, I thought this was interesting. I haven't heard about this anime in a long time, so it's good to see it come back around again. Originally a Kickstarter anime, released like, I don't know, 5 years ago, something like that. Mecha Ude is now getting a full anime series adaptation from Triff Studio, which is the original studio that did the original Kickstarter animation. I thought this was really cool because how often do you hear about Kickstarter anime still? I feel like that was definitely of its own time, and we've definitely kind of, I don't know, went past that. You don't ever hear about that stuff anymore. But to see Mecha Ude finally get an adaptation is really cool. Do you guys know about this? Are you looking forward to it, or what?
I never heard of it. I am looking at the trailer. It looks like a girl has a tattoo on her thigh, which creates a weapon.
It's like it. What it reminded me of is like you know how Monty would have all that like weird like gun sword stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. Especially the girl reminds me a lot of Ruby.
Yeah, definitely reminds me a lot of that. Which, by the way, also side note,
It looks like it could be fun.
Red vs. Blue is getting a final film. It's going to be written by Bernie Burns and Matt Holm.
Oh wow! So they're gonna get the final send off.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's a finale. So fucking awesome.
I guess Ruby's getting
Maybe.
nothing.
What did she say when she was in that anime? When she
I don't
was
care anymore.
Yeah,
I don't care
anymore. But yeah,
but no, this looks like it could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. Looks kind of triggerish too.
Yeah, it triggers you.
It triggers me deeply.
What did you say?
It triggers Sasuke. Oh God.
Next up, sad but good at the same time. Beastar's final season reveal trailer is now out. It's gonna be called Beastars: The Final Season. It's gonna be split up to part 1 and part 2. Where have we heard that before?
I was gonna say it's gonna have multiple final seasons. Oh my God.
Final season. How much did the first 2 seasons adapt?
I don't know. I watched the first 2 seasons and it was 12 episodes each. So
yeah,
I feel like Beastars is maybe Beastars isn't that long. I don't know. I stopped reading it, but damn, it doesn't feel like. I gotta see how long Beastars is. It doesn't sound right.
I liked the first season. I thought that was really good. The second season got weird. Not gonna lie, it got really kind of lame in my opinion.
Yeah, season 1 is so good. Still haven't seen season 2. I remember on a whim,
it's.
I was showing people on my Discord server Beastar season 1, and we ended up watching the entire season that day.
Not that day. Holy crap!
It wasn't too long.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, no, I think we were EA. We were showing Elizabeth Beastars because she seemed to be into it, and we watched the entire thing. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. So, okay. This is the rule of thumb I use for most anime. 1 volume is usually going to equate to 3 episodes in an anime. We're talking about normal length, about 21 minutes or so. So 12 episodes is usually going to equate to 4 volumes. Right? So Beastars is 22 volumes. So let's say the first season 12 episodes, second season 12 episodes, 24 episodes in total. So that should be 8 volumes adapted. Okay, and that leaves what? For 14 more volumes. How is this supposed to animate the last of Beastars then? There's no way they can cram seven volumes in 1 core.
I feel like they're going to
Well, it's
probably
split
cut
core.
out a bunch of stuff. I think they're gonna like edit out a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I don't know how it ends. I think it was you guys that told me that it doesn't get good towards the end. Like it kind of got worse.
Oh no, I have never read it, so.
Oh, it must have been you, Sasuke.
No, yeah. I was somebody that was a Beastars fanatic, so to speak, and yeah, he was not pleased with the ending. And I have another friend that was kind of the same way.
Yep. Sucks to hear, but you know, who knows? Studio Orange, as we know, is a very
They do good
independently creative studio, and yeah, they do good stuff. They like to put out the best stuff they can put out. So, I mean, who knows? This may be
Legoshi.
Yeah, they may make Legoshi a mech in the final season. We don't know.
Oh, now that you mention it, I know this is not on the news or the notes, but since you mentioned Studio Orange, I think Land of the Lustrous is supposed to end is manga, like
Yeah.
in its next chapter.
Yeah, it's next chapter. It's done. So hopefully after Beastars, Land of the Lustrous makes a comeback, because that's what got me into Orange, was Land of the Lustrous.
I still need to watch it.
So good.
Pretty good.
So good.
My favorite part was when they threw this bunny at this girl, at the main character. I don't know why. It was hilarious. I gotta see if I still got that GIF on my phone.
Through a bunny.
Mine was
It's funny. It's more funny than nefarious. Trust me.
Okay.
There's a lot of really, really humorous moments in that first season, but mine is when Phos hugs Diamond and literally picks her up, and she's like still in a seated position, and she did it so effortlessly, so it just looks funny. Anyways,
my other favorite part is when Phos breaks.
Oh yeah,
every episode.
Yeah, and then she gets an upgrade or a downgrade, whatever perspective you are. Next up, High Dive reveals there are new dubs that are coming to the platform, which once again support competition, but the dubs are going to be Helk, The Most Heretical Lost Boss Queen, Ragna Crimson, and The Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess. That's a title.
I want to say, whoa. I thought you were like telling me the summary of a of an anime.
I don't know what the fuck Helk is, but that's what they kind of showcase with this. They announced the entire cast for that. I won't list the entire cast, but Andrew Love is playing Helk. Kira Vincent Davis is Vermilio. Melissa Ingler as Alicia. So, and Scott Gibbs is Asukune, I guess. He's really good. Yeah, I don't know what Helk is about, so, but felt it was worth mentioning at the very least.
Helk. It's like hell and jelking or whatever.
Oh, jelking? Imagine that. They make an anime about jelking. I jelked so hard I was transported into another world with my foreskin.
Look, if they can do stuff about incest, they can do one about jelking. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
gotta spread the love.
Now let's take it one step further. What if your sister helps you jelk?
Next question.
No?
They do it. You know they would. Eiichiro Oda announces 3-week hiatus to undergo maintenance, quote unquote. I found this story interesting, namely just because of the letter. He basically talks about how he was inspired to take a break because of the tragic passing of Akira Toriyama. And he's going to go and work on himself. And I thought that was really awesome and worth mentioning, because I think in this day and age, people get caught up way too much, and I'm very guilty of this, obviously, of getting caught up and you know working all the time, and you gotta make all this money and all this stuff, and you gotta take care of yourself first. Your body is a vehicle, and you have to take care of it. So I thought it was really awesome for him to make this announcement. And part of me, if I'm wrong on this, Satsuki, you may know, but I don't think Oda takes too many breaks. So, and he's getting older now. He's in his 40s. So,
well, usually, so Oda's pretty consistent, but he after something big happens, he'll usually take the week break. That's what he'll usually do. But I mean, he's still pretty consistent, One crazy thing is, and I don't mean to kind of like diminish Oda by mentioning this, I'm just kind of highlighting how crazy the industry can be. The mangaka Sakamoto Days is taking his first break ever. And probably what is Sakamoto Days has been running for like 5 years or something like that, 4 or 5 years, and he's taking his first break. That's crazy. And I'm not saying that should not be commended, by the way.
Holy crap.
That shouldn't be commended. It's just insane to think about.
I'll say, wow.
Yeah, it's, you hear often from mangaka and people that work in this kind of industry, they don't really any kind of entertainment medium, they don't undergo any sort of breaks usually ever. So hopefully this creates some sort of normalization for breaks like this, extended breaks, hiatuses, whatever you want to call it. But this was actually sort of a positive story in the wake of his death, so good to have that. But
Sure.
Any thoughts on that?
If anything, it shouldn't just be something in the manga industry, but just for real world people too. As you were saying, see, it's not good to just push through everything, because if you end up crashing or something like that, that's going to have a way bigger detriment to your health than you just missing out on a week or something. So even in real life, you want to kind of take it easy at times. That's why I always say, whenever someone says they got to go to work the next day, I'll be like, don't give them your 100%. Give them like 70, 75. Don't go all in.
So, see, you said that Oda is in his 40s. You mean to tell me he began doing this whole One Piece thing when he was in his 20s?
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
even earlier.
Crazy. That means he got a hit right from the jump. That's really lucky. Wow, that's really cool. Some reason I figured he was like older than that, but when you said 40s, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's still older, but I just imagined like he was like maybe as old as Akira was, but
he's late 40s, but 40 in his 40s nonetheless, I think.
Right. That's still crazy though. The fact that, I mean, how lucky to get like a hit right off, right when you get out of high school. You just got yourself a hit and now you're set for life. That's awesome.
In the chat, who is definitely the One Piece expert, says he has taken 2 big breaks, but in recent years he has taken 1 week a month.
Oh, well, that's good. At least he does take time for himself.
Yep. So I guess it is time to get into our first main topic of the show, the Shinsekai Yori. Episodes 21 through 23. Doing 3 episodes this week. We
did 3.
We're special. We're extra special.
You are my special.
I got you on this
you
one.
You are my special. Oh my God. Why do we have that?
We don't have it. He does.
Oh, we got this one too.
Oh God, that one needs to die. Kill it with fire and brimstone. Shinsekai Yori. We got the reveal.
I
How
called
you guys
it.
feeling?
I fucking called it. I called it from the jump. I knew it was Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's not Maria.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it is. She's got the same hair.
Well,
Well, who is it then? Is it really some random girl?
Okay.
No way. It's Maria. It looks
What
just like her.
happens-
She's got the hair and everything.
What happens?
Are we gonna do this scene?
What happens when a man loves a woman?
So Wait. So you mean to tell me that that's not Maria, but that's Maria's offspring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Satoru says as much. I will admit though, I don't think they ever.
Huh?
That is Maria's and Mamoru's kid.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at her, she looks like a kid.
I didn't. You know what's crazy? I didn't even stop to think of that and put two and two together. But you're right. She does look really young. She looks like how Maria looked like back when they were teenagers and stuff.
Yeah, but it's really
I would say
weird.
she has Mamoru's. She has like Mamoru's face.
She's also has the personality of Mamoru.
Yeah, which is
So much personality.
It's like, how you doing, Mamoru? Oh, that's fascinating. Could you tell me more about your life?
She sounded like Nezuko to me. Remember that first episode of Demon Slayer where
Oh
Nezuko's
yeah. Yeah. Now Nezuko goes, I speak words.
I see
Trees
dead
of
people."
green, red roses too. I see them bloom.
She sings
for
now?
me. She just starts singing that song.
Bro, what if that's the ending of Demon Slayer? Is they all hold hands with Nezuko and they begin to sing, and everything.
What a wonderful world! I'd fucking piss my
What
pants.
a wonderful world.
But it's
even
Nezuko.
even funkin' Mugen, right? No, not wait. What's the main guy's Michael Jackson?
Muzan.
Who is Muzan?
Muzan.
I knew it started with an M. Even Muzan's holding the hand, going Bahudores.
I mean, he's dressed for it.
Shamona.
My God. Okay,
But,
so yeah, I was very confused with that. I'm sorry. I seriously thought that was Maria, but then when you said that, I'm like, duh. Why would? Now I'm. Ugh, go ahead.
With that said, that puts all the pieces in place and it explains why things happened the way they did. Why they got the bones of Maria and Mamoru, and that was actually authentic, but there was still a fiend lurking about. So that explains that whole thing. So they were dead when they said they were dead, but before they died, they had a kid which Sweeler took in and raised to be the fiend that is running around killing everybody. But
So Maria was a liar.
was she?
Yeah, she didn't like smashing clams. She liked the D.
I mean, she's probably bisexual. I mean, I think most of these characters are bisexual.
No, you're right. I'm just thinking of the fact how she's like, I will always love you, and you're just the bestest girl in the whole world there, Saki, and let's just guess what? By the way, I have a kid with Mamoru.
Thinking about it makes a lot of sense too. Like, it makes a lot of sense that this would be the result because they're on a run, and we already know how their body functions with stress. So when they are in stressful situations, they resort to sex as an outlet. So the fact that a kid was born out of it makes a lot of sense. Especially considering they would have been scared for their lives the entirety that they were outside,
and they got no rappers.
Yeah, that's true. Oh God, I'm so scared. Let's fuck.
You know, Mamoru was probably happy as hell. He probably didn't even mind dying.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, I could die happy now. I'm no longer a virgin.
You know, Maria, it kind of sucks that we're out here in the wild, but at the same time, this is kind of lit.
Is it death when you get what you want? Jesus.
Man, so much death and so much sex in this show.
Mm. Yeah, we got plenty of deaths. I mean, Oh, Messiah hit the ground running, and that's why that's how I'm going to refer to her because that's what they call her, the queer rats Messiah. So
I mean, you could refer to her as that because Ma was named after Ma. And she just goes rah, so she's just a little rah.
Got that exposed butt.
What? She has an exposed butt?
Yeah, Ma.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Messiah. I'm like, when did this happen?
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, Ma does have an exposed butt for some reason.
And it's like super defined. That's the part about it. It's not like just the ass. It is a clear ass.
What if that was the same way in Shinsekai Yori, where they're like, in this world, all of your butts are exposed. And it's just like the clothing is completely normal, but when they turn around, just butt.
I mean, it would take the show from a 9 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10.
Just everybody is descendants of baboons, and they just have giant red asses. Just oh my god. Okay, well, like I said, I was confused by that. I seriously thought that was Maria. So I guess I was half right. So
I mean, yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense that you thought it was Maria just from. Did we get a glimpse of her hair? I don't think we did before then. No, I meant like before this episode. I don't think we seen her. No, yeah, we didn't see her.
There was like a reddish aura, right? Didn't she have one of those? Like hints of red in there? Or am I thinking of like the ink demon from the waters?
I think that's just fiends in general. Because I think when they were chasing them, it was like more like this purplish color. So I don't think they showed her face until episode 20, because that's when you see her face in full view and everything. But it makes a lot of sense that you thought it was Maria just from that or the warning we got early on with the show about how dangerous Maria would be and how they will regret having her alive and whatnot. So it makes a lot of sense. But now we know this is the reason why Maria should have died or something.
Well, she did die, just not quick enough.
Yeah.
Oh man. And same thing with Mamoru. If Mamoru had gotten killed by that freaking
no. Mamoru
cat
was a victim. Let's be real here.
How is he a victim?
We were wrong to judge Mamoru. He was a victim.
A victim of coming. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh no, Maria pussy again.
Oh no, I'm getting laid for the 5th time
Maria,
today.
My religious upbringing is telling me this is gonna send me to hell.
Do they believe in heaven and hell?
Don't know.
It never really talks about their religion as far as like the afterlife or anything.
The flying spaghetti monster's coming for us, Maria. We did the horrible thing.
Oh god.
We should have did it in the ear.
That's a throwback to old school Family Guy. Once you go black, you go deaf.
So we're seeing like this varying tiers of power with this show. We saw how one Kantai user can decimate queer rats with ease, taking out entire armies. But now, I mean, we already seen it in the flashback with C's girl Tomiko. But now we're seeing how it would be if they don't have the inhibitions of the death feedback, which they can't react. They can't do anything. Their strongest person who could do all this weird alien Esper shit, he's up there like hitting people with rainbow aura spears and whatnot. And the minute he goes up against one probably like 12-year-old kid, and gets fucking destroyed because he can't do anything to her. That is how deadly these fiends are, and it kind of validates the council retroactively, because There's nothing they can do. This is a walking catastrophe. Like walking genocide for the rest of everybody else, because they literally cannot do anything to stop her.
The only thing that I thought of as far as a way to stop a fiend, because I know obviously people can't do it, Cantus users can't do it because they have the death feedback and then they would automatically die, blah, 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 blah. Why not strap a bomb to yourself and then just sneak up from behind with the fiend, blow yourself up along with the fiend? I feel like that would be a way to do it.
They could try that, but they can't. She's too. They are so hyper aware. The minute they get a clue, like, just push them away and blow them up.
So you couldn't sneak up on one.
They can try. They could. I mean, in this cave, it's possible that they could try something like that, but it'll be tough.
It'd be risky for sure. The person doing it would have to know that they're taking their own life. That's the only thing I would think of. Obviously, you can't do an exploder dog or any other exploder weapon or whatever. But
well, we do know that nukes existed in this world at one point. And what happens? Call up old Sleepy Joe. Get him on the phone. You're like, hey man, send over some of them Moabs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put to rest this abomination love child.
Just get a Trigon gun.
Yeah, get a big old giant, earth-shattering fucking arm gun, and then you're good.
Get the Noodly Man over.
The Noodly Man? Who's the Noodly Man?
Ash.
Why is he called the Noodly Man? Oh, because he's doing with his arms and body. Okay, I gotcha. It took me a sec.
So, I mean, the episode 21 was just mass destruction and just showing off how powerless they are against Messiah, because she's just going through the villages, literally walking towards Kaburagi, burning everybody in her path. Just psh, psh. You just see like charred people falling after every footstep. It's crazy. And they were too late with trying to free the tainted cat, so that plan was already out, and they couldn't do that. So, and because she's with the queer rats, normally they would use a queer rat in a situation where they can't use the tainted cat. The queer rats are against you. You're in a war with them. So this is one of the worst combinations they're dealing with. And the queer rats are intelligent, which was that in this episode? Yeah, it was this episode. Episode 21, where Satoru interrogates one of the queer rats and basically asks him, why did y'all start this war? What did we do to y'all? And he's like, bitch. He's like, did you forget? We're exterminating us like it wasn't nothing? What do you mean? What do you do? What did you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great, man.
Yeah,
Great.
it's just like with anything, power and control. That's what humans want. And it's like, we can't kill each other, but we can manipulate queer rats and all these other different animals to do our bidding. Not one of them thought for a second, what if one of the queer rats decided to create a fiend for themselves? Nah, it'll never happen. Dumbasses.
I mean, it is such a lucky break for Wheeler for this. It is such a lucky break because let's say one person escaped outside. They can't do what they did with Messiah to where they could eliminate their death feedback. It has to happen in this very specific scenario where they get a baby and they are able to kind of whatever they did to make her not have a death feedback. They raise them to fit their fiend role. So it was by chance Mamoru and Maria are the ones that were outside, man and woman, so they could have a kid. Because otherwise, if it was like Saki and Maria, they would have been shit out of luck. Or if it was like Shun, I know Shun was dead at this point, but like, Shun or Satoru, they would have been out of luck. Mm-hmm. But cards fell in the right place and they got Messiah and they're using the hell out of her.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, think of the context. Sorry, EA, continue.
Oh, I was just going to talk about the fact that Squealer has this fucking insane plan for the next 10 years, which is also insane. We got one fiend, but if we have multiple fiends, we'll be unstoppable. And it's kind of like, well, it was a throwback to that other episode where the other queer rats were taking the other little infant babies to raise little ones for them. It's like, and now they're going to do the same to humans. Yeah. God, that's evil. That's evil.
I mean,
smart,
definitely smart.
And think about the context of what they've already done to get, the unfortunate love child of Maria Mamoru. Like what they did potentially have done to them. I mean, they may have killed them, viciously, or whatever. Because look what they did to the queen of their own colony. So it's just kind of insane.
Yeah,
that these queer rats will do anything.
Yeah, because they don't want to be under the rule of humans anymore.
I get it.
I guess that just goes to show you how much we didn't think about their feelings.
Well, we probably
your Gmilf didn't once think about the queer rat's feelings. What do you think about her now? See,
but she's hot.
Just automatically forgiven because she's hot. Give me
high score.
A break.
We are getting near the age of 300. Do you know how high of a score that is?
She's dead now.
Listen,
I think
we don't know that. Sure, she's missing an eye.
She's probably dead. Oh yeah. She's like,
maybe she's
girls almost
on the ground, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean like we can't clone her.
There's pieces. Oh, okay. We're getting into some mad science shit. Okay.
Yeah, well, what do they do in Full Metal? I mean, that ended up working out, right? And bringing their mother back, they live happy ever after. Do some of that shit.
He turned into a monster. Al lost his whole body. Ed lost his left leg, and had to draw in his own blood another transportation circle to bring him back, and then lost his right arm, and then had to seal his soul into his body of armor, which gave Al physical dysphoria for the rest of his life up until he got his body back. I don't think things turned out good.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much.
But
no,
but
just tad.
You saw Winry at the end of that anime, did you not? Worth it.
Yes.
What does this have to do with? Also, so we skipped the Gmilf and now we're going to Winry. Got it.
All I'm saying, putting it out there.
We got to throw it back at you full force. But what was another thing in that episode? Well, that was pretty much that episode. I just thought Swiller's plan. I want to say this. What's so great about all of this, what's been transpiring, is Sweeler has not been shown.
No,
you have not seen Sweeler since they had that council with him. Ever since then, you have not seen Sweeler a single time. He has been in the shadows, just meticulously planning everything, which I think is pretty brilliant.
Yeah, it builds up anticipation, and as well, when we finally do see him, it's going to be a big moment because it may be the final time we see him.
He's gonna have a mohawk.
I'm a knight of mohawk.
Just a whole new look.
He's just gonna have a random mohawk, and he's just gonna go, "I am Lord Squealer, and you will bow before me."
Yes, Lord Squealer, Mohawk Man. Rat. Sorry.
I have this fiend to control.
So in episode 22, this guy that was in our party, Inui, was talking about how, because he was tasked with killing or exterminating the robber fly colony, and his whole team got wiped out with the exception of himself because Messiah. They walked up to Messiah, thought that she was a regular human, tried to free her. She killed them all, and he ended up escaping. I don't know why this is funny to me. Well, actually, I do. It's because of 2 Year Eternity. But the way he escaped was acting like a queer rat and going, "He died. He died.
He died."
That's what they got to do. That's what happens when she comes around from now on. That's how they're going to survive all this. They're just going to drop to the ground, roll around, always carry ketchup packets with them, of course.
He died.
Just he die.
He died.
That's how they solve all this.
Yeah. But in that episode you also see Kiromaru, which the treatment of him just it to me it displays why Squealer is doing what he's doing, because Kiromaru saves Inui, saves his fucking life, and what do? They chain him up and take his clothes. Why did you take his clothes? What was the purpose of that? Why was he butt naked? He was just sitting up there like, "Hey, Saki." I was like, where's his clothes? Was that necessary? I guess they wanted to make sure he didn't have any weapons or something. I don't know.
Oh God!
Sasuke, we gotta sell to the furry fans.
Yeah.
We gotta make them aroused.
One of the monks were a furry. I mean, she could be. We don't know.
She's like, God damn.
It was this day.
Kiromaru.
She didn't like Shun. She liked Shun's dog.
That was always what it was. It had nothing to do with Shun. She did remember his name in the final episode we saw, but she was like, "Shun, yeah. Where's your dog?
Where's your dog?"
I just want the narrator voice to pop up for Saki, and she's like a narrator voice, and like, "It was on this day in the caves that I saw Kiromaru naked for the first time, and my loins, they ignited with a fiery passion that to this day has still never subsided."
I'm mad because that's how Shinsekai Yori would phrase it.
They would. It's great.
That's exactly how they would have the dialogue. But
speaking of, the dub for these episodes is so good.
Really?
Yeah, I'm watching a dub. So
yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I've been watching. Oh, you've been. Oh, so you watched the dub? So you didn't see the Itai?
No, he was just like, yeah.
What was he doing? Oh God!
Yeah, it was like one of those. Oh. Yeah, it was. He was doing the Peter Griffin.
Just walking by in pain.
Saki's parents are most likely fucking dead too.
Yeah.
Poor MILF.
Yeah.
We barely got to know her parents, except for the one time where they were just like, "Saki, just listen to us. Stop arguing and fucking just do it, damn it." And then we never saw him again. The husband was the something you would see from like an older show, always reading the newspaper, not knowing what the fuck their daughters or children were doing, just like, "Just listen to your mother, sweetheart. Just listen to your mother." Oh,
whatever your mom says.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's gonna rain again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's great, Saki. Keep up the ball practice, or whatever. Fucking,
Yeah, keep up the great work. Dad, I said that my friend fucking died. Are you even listening?
Saki's mom, get
you
this
don't that.
little whiny little shit to shut the fuck up. Reading my newspaper.
It sounds like the plot of an episode of Married with Children.
Oh my god, love Married with Children.
Oh, such a dysfunctional
marriage, love and marriage.
The
Go
best
together like a horse and carriage.
Oh, the best is when it was always seeing Al working at the shop and just trying to get a shoe on a fat girl's foot.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and
fat jokes.
Just the worst type of fat jokes that would not fly today. But it's just like, yeah, I don't think I can get it on. It's just too tight.
That whole show had a lot of stuff that wouldn't fly today.
I know.
Like
Fox
a lot.
concept. It'd be canceled.
Fox was known for being so edgy back then. Like that was what got them to where they are today. It's insane.
Now they cancel everything.
Yeah, everything after one season. Cancel it. Let's do another American fucking Idol.
You got fat phobia, misogyny. I'm pretty sure Al joked about wanting to kill his family multiple times.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I want to kill this kid. and then just like I'm pretty sure they've said some like other things too. Is like if our son turns out gay, I swear to God, just stuff like that.
They had the whole blonde. You remember the dumb blonde trope?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh wow, honey, you're about as smart as a toaster. Just stuff like that. Oh yeah, and welcome back, KOA W6.
We're old, y'all. I used to watch that show before going to school, in high school all the time.
I used to watch the original.
That was definitely a show past my time, but I still used to watch it.
Yeah, you watched that. You watched Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Did you also watch Step by Step?
No. I watched Saved by the Bell in middle school though. That was fun. I think I was invested in that show just because of the teen romance. I always liked romance, so I would watch Saved by the Bell, be like, oh, is Lisa going to get with? I used to be like that.
Oh my goodness.
What was I going to say about this episode though? So in the letter that Saki's mom wrote to Saki, she talked about this ancient weapon called a Psycho Buster, and it's some biological weapon or whatever that's supposed to be able to. Yeah, Psycho Buster. Sounds like a Dragon Ball Z attack.
It does.
Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Psycho Buster.
I activate my spell card, Psycho Buster, which grants my Buster Blader with 500 extra attack power.
Yeah, what a name.
And you know what's funny? It's Anthrax. That's all it is. It's Anthrax.
So they have this. What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna say they did mention that it was like a chemical warfare type thing, right?
Yeah,
it's
some
just
biological.
I don't know if it's just anthrax. It could be mustard gas.
No, that's what they said. They said anthrax.
In the
dub they said anthrax.
I don't think they said that in the sub, unless I miswrote it. Sasuke.
Yeah, I don't think they said it in the sub.
Okay, well, you have some knowledge that we didn't.
Well, I'm gonna search it up because I imagine it's a thing. So let's see, but continue.
They gave a long explanation of it, but I just said biological weapon. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I need to know. Skin falls off. Yeah.
But so that's what they're looking for now, this Psycho Buster weapon, so they can deal with Messiah. So I guess my question is, you think it's gonna work? Do you think they're gonna find it? What do you think is gonna happen here?
Well, they brought a little, I guess, GP Google dot, to kind of like help them along the way. So I mean, hopefully they find it. I mean, I think they'll be able to find it, but as far as being able to use it, it all just depends on who's there faster, because we haven't seen the Queerettes in a while. And I know they were on their tail when they were like in that sub. It's like a sub boat. It has those old spinny time, like you would see like in a ferry or something, and it's used underwater. But I don't know if maybe this is just them waiting to see where they get led to, and then they'll just like take advantage. But I mean, let's hope there's only one fiend. I mean, so far there's only one fiend. That much is sure. But
we gotta.
I don't know.
Here is what the Cycle Buster is. Its formal name is Strong Toxicity Bacillus anthracis. Bacillus anthracis occurs naturally in soil from decaying grass. Once absorbed into the body, it can cause I don't know what that word is, but I'll try. Cutaneous, pulmonary, and gastrointestinal anthrax, all serious illnesses.
Ooh. So it blows up your intestines. Oh.
Yeah, causes
that sounds awful.
Causes you to play the Oregon Trail in real life.
Really? Chipotle gun.
It's this is so good. Oh God, Chipotle gun.
Oh Jesus.
Oh shit, literally. But
I wonder what it is though. Is like is it a gun? We don't even know how it looks.
But the Psycho Buster?
I think a Psycho Buster is.
It's the vial.
Almost like a bomb.
It's a substance. It's the vial. It's the necklace they picked up. It's the weird shaped thing. It's in the
a necklace.
Yeah. At the very last episode, she cried over Inui dying. I'm guessing because she was crying after that, and then she found a necklace. I didn't know that was the Cycle Buster.
Yeah, it was in the vault.
But I guess that makes sense. This is what happens when we watch 3 episodes back to back.
If you don't know what anthrax looks like, it looks like a white powder. Looks like flour or something.
God, I remember when they had a fucking scare in 2002, because I think the White House or something got packages of anthrax sent to it or something. So then they were saying, check your mail for a white powdery substance. Don't open it. But it's at that point it's too late, because then you're like, ooh, what's this? Oh, it's powder. You're fucking dead.
Let me taste this white powder. Let's see if it's anthrax. Yep, anthrax.
Oh, honey. oh, honey, my cocaine came in the mail. That's not cocaine. Oh, I was wrong.
Make sure to check the envelope for anthrax.
That's how it was, and I feel. Oh, could you imagine if you lived in a place where it was really snowy, and that anthrax scare was going around? You wouldn't fucking know if it was anthrax or snow. You'd be like, "Oh, God damn it! Oh no, is this? Sure, yeah, it's snow.
Gotta pee on it. If it's yellow,
yeah. If it's yellow, don't eat it. And if it's anthrax and you pee on it and it's yellow, still don't eat it." Oh, we've definitely devolved into stuff, but I'm pretty sure Inui's dead. He kind of was going, "Girl, you're underwater. There's a creature behind you," and she's like, "Hey, how are you?" No, behind you.
It was really sad.
That's not. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that it was really sad after that moment where she gets out of the water and she sort of just breaks down, and I thought that was a great moment because it felt like the culmination of all this stress that has been building up in Saki. I feel like she's definitely there's a humorous aspect to this, but she's definitely gotten the
He fucking died.
the short end of the stick. Because like these last 2 episodes that we're covering, basically everyone is just like, Saki's like, please tell me anything, and everyone's response is basically just like, no, Saki, you will know eventually. And it's just like, man, she can catch no breaks. Everyone's dying around her, and it all is, partly her fault to some degree, whether knowingly or unknowingly. So it really felt like at that moment, Saki was just like, it just all came crashing down upon her. And I feel really sorry for her. Because she very much, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but she's very much sort of presented in this series as kind of like just this plain, ordinary lady that has like she's not really anything truly special. She's just kind of there, but she's like just experiencing all this shit. And she's kind of like the main character of this situation when she's like just like regular girl.
Yeah, she is pretty much just like a regular character. She has Cantus, sure, but she's not
Plain Jane.
She's definitely plain Jane, a plain Jane thrown into this chaotic situation and just trying to survive it.
Yeah, and her character design is like very plain too. Nothing flashy, nothing crazy. I mean, Maria, for Christ's sake, has like red hair, and Satoru is like this handsome
and flies.
Yeah. And Satoru is this handsome man, and Mamoru is, dead. So
Maria's technically dead too.
Well, I mean, not everyone is created equally.
Except they both died, so I guess you could say they were created equally.
Well, Mamoru's a little different. He's a little bit of a bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm kidding.
He still got some, so I mean,
yeah, no, he won.
He won. His ploy to finally get Maria by herself worked. It just cost him his life.
It cost him his life and his friend's life and humanity.
I think he's all right with it.
This was all planned just to get Maria, and he caused the end of the fucking world.
He's up there in heaven with Ai Hoshino, just looking down upon their morbid creations they've done.
I mean, what kind of daughter would you want? Incestuous daughter or genocide daughter?
God, don't make me choose. That's terrible.
I feel there's a very easy option out of this one, but yet at the same time there's
not an easy option.
No,
they both suck.
Hold on. Here's the good thing about Messiah, though. You could in one angle you could say genocide, on another you could say liberator. She's the liberator of the queer rats.
Hooray. Now the world's gonna be full of buck-teeth moles.
Whoa, so you're saying it's bad because they're ugly?
Yes.
Wow. I'm disgusted.
Well, a genocide of anything is terrible when you think about it.
It is. But also, I mean, with how things are in this world, there is no other way they were going to get freed. They weren't.
Yeah.
No matter how many years they spent, they were always going to be the workhorse for humans because they were never respected in the same field of them, despite their intelligence. Now they could have tried to opt for peace. I'm pretty sure they've tried that. I mean, they are intelligent, so I wouldn't see why they wouldn't have tried that. But one of these Kantai users can just go, "Hey, I don't like the way you look," blow them up and their entire family with no problem. And when things are that unbalanced, extremes must be taken.
It's almost as if we as a society in this setting learn nothing from the past.
Well, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, cycle is continuing in one way or another. Where the Kantai users used to be the ones that were oppressed, but now they're doing the oppressing.
Yeah. It's crazy and it's true. It's almost kind of strange how well, not strange, but kind of neat how there's shades of Attack on Titan within this show.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, it's really just interesting.
We need the rumbling.
I feel like when you focus on both sides of a war, you'll see the overlap in most things. And Attack on Titan was really good with that, where you saw both sides, Marlian and the Eldians. I think when you focus on both sides, you'll start to see a lot of parallels between any shows with that type of theme and topic.
Especially anime that likes to push the boundaries of storytelling and stuff. So,
yeah. God, what the fuck I was gonna say? Hold on. Oh, I was gonna say with Inui. You know how I know he's dead? It wasn't because of
blood.
No. That doesn't fucking matter. Not important.
Okay.
Yeah, what made me know that he was dead was before he actually died. When he basically gave Saki to go ahead to pursue his dreams in the event of his death. The minute he says anything like that, you're dead. Don't ever be in a show and go, if something happens to me, you will take over my dream. The minute you say something like that, I'm like, okay.
That's
You're
true.
going to die.
You are correct, sir. When it's that, or you say the final famous last words, I love you, or everything's going to be okay, or I'll be right back, you know they're fucking dead.
I'm just going to take a rest. Dies under a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Saki.
Shout out to Inui. He was a good guy.
I have to tell you something. Suki. What? The moon?
Suki.
He died?
The moon?
Tsukihime? What?
They may not have been created equally, but they were destroyed equally.
Yeah, they were. They were caught in the act.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were humping like rabbits, and all of a sudden, Squealer was like, "Oh, well, this is awkward," and then just had a threesome, and then he killed him.
So he was the Psycho Buster all along.
Literally busting nuts.
Wait, wouldn't Messiah be the Psycho Buster?
No, she's the bustee because she's the creator of that, or created from that.
But she's the Psycho too.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you're pretty crazy when you start yelling incoherently and not speaking words.
Fair.
Are you crazy, or are you just frustrated with some game or something?
You could. It doesn't look like she was playing any game, Sasuke. It looks like she was killing a bunch of people, and then when, I don't know, she's just like sitting in her corner, just blah, 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 blah. That's
GTA in a new age. For all she knows, she's in the VR.
So this is her. She thinks she's playing a video game.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they taught her.
Oh my! Could you imagine Squealer just like basically manipulate her? It's like, okay, so this is a video game. All the people around you are bad guys, and we are the good guys. Go around and kill, and we'll get you some treats.
I mean, on a serious note, I mean, it's probably like that.
Yeah.
I mean, from what we know, death feedback is something embedded in humans. That now they do brainwash them later on, but the death feedback thing is a part of their DNA. So there had to have been some brainwashing for her to be able to kill them, because she didn't become a fiend in the traditional way that fiends become fiends, where, or at least we don't know that to be true. But yeah, fiends kind of just fiends already have like that dark personality, and then they kind of just turn crazy. From what we know, Messiah, that's not what happened, or that's hard. That it's already a part of someone's personality. So that would have meant that Sweeler just got lucky again. But it's more likely that she got brainwashed or something, into not seeing everybody else as humans.
Yeah, I think so too. It's crazy.
I mean, now that I think about it, you know what? I don't want to say this because I actually forgot if this is a plot point. I legit forgot if this is a plot point. I just thought of like a possible revelation, and it might actually already be in the story. So I don't want to say it because I don't want to say it and then EA and then see her like, wait, you already fucking knew that. I don't want to like possibly spoil.
Sasuke, you're such a tease.
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
We only gotta wait like what, 4 days or something like that.
Technically, yeah, not that much.
Yeah, so I'm just wait.
Let's live react right now.
All right, load it up.
Episode 24, and then we're all just off sync. I'm just, oh shit!
God! I'm like, what just happened? Oh no!
Oh, shit.
That's what happened. The wrong episode.
You're like, should this be happening? No, that's the last episode. Damn it! I already know what happens.
Yeah. Is there anything? What do you think is going on with Kiromaru? Because Inui was very suspicious of him. So, do you think there's something weird going on with him, or what?
It's making it seem like that there is, but I just cannot see him wanting to side with Squealer because of how much disdain it seemed like the last time like they were together, like he just absolutely just hated him. Unless he decided to make a deal with the devil and just was like, whatever, this is better than being ruled by humans or whatever. I mean, the greater good, so to speak, a necessary thing. But I don't know, maybe it's making it seem like he's doing something, but maybe he's just being overly cautious just because he knows that the other Quirrats and the Fiend are on their tail. So that's the only thing I could maybe think of. Other than that, I don't know why he would have reason to betray, personally, unless, like I said, he's just... they get him. His dick is out. We gotta get this man. Oh! You mean Kiromaru is upset because they saw his dick?
Yeah, his hog.
Okay,
his big hog.
So it's like, all right. You know what? No, I'm not saying it's because of his dick, but maybe it's because he was chained up and was left to be naked. Maybe he would be upset with the humans for doing that. It's quite possible that that's a reason. I don't think it's because they saw his dick.
Yeah, maybe he thought he had a chance with Saki, and they fucked up his one chance.
So you saying he was interested in Saki?
Yeah, because Saki's a furry, as we've established.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that whole flashback scene with older Saki going, my God, he made my motor run. But she's still alive. That much I do know. She's still alive somehow. Because she's telling the story, Saki.
Oh, Saki, okay.
She's telling the story, so she's alive somehow.
So it's good juju.
It is good juju. Speaking of other good juju, Saki does remember Shun. After all these years of forgetting the boy's name, she finally remembered him. Which I'm not too sure how she remembered him, unless the only reason that she remembered, the one thing I could think of is that Inoue died and then she remembered. So it's like, was Inoue the one that put the spell on her all those years ago? Maybe it's coincidence.
It could also be due to we've already been seeing him pop up in her mind multiple times throughout, like even when she was a kid before the big time skip. But it could also be due to them being in Tokyo and them being outside of the barrier. That could also have some factor in things.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't even think of that, but you're right. See, apparently, according to Lightning Eagle, you're also a furry.
You are?
No.
I didn't know he was. So, hey, I guess that makes sense.
No.
Now that I think about it.
Hold on. Slow down. Lightning Eagle, objectively, is a bird. An eagle. He's a feathery.
Like LE, right?
I want to say, are you saying you like LE?
No. He's a feathery. So why would we trust?
Is that a thing?
This eagle, this avian.
That sounds like a slur.
Avian? An avian? Yeah, it does kind of sound like a slur. What is an avian?
It's a bird.
Is it?
Technical term. It's the
really
scientific.
Well,
word.
we had people leave because we said that word. We're sorry, everybody.
Listen. This is Lightning Eagle propaganda. You know what happened last night? We were watching One Piece NES Lobby. We got to the end of it. Won't say what. But the thing, Satsuki, you know what happened. Well, not the end of NES Lobby. The middle portion after the flashback, right? And I said, that was a beautiful moment. That was great. You know what Ellie said to me? He said, die. That's what he said to me. He just said plainly, all he said was die, and then he doxed me.
He doxed you?
He doxed me.
That's pretty strong accusation, sir.
Now, Joe Biden knows where I live.
Of all people. I think he knows where a lot of people live.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You might want to put like some pepper over your shoulder or whatever. Lure him off. Garlic on your neck.
No, I got a can of yams out front. That should be good.
Yeah. I got what's it called? What is it that old people smell like? Bengay? I got some like Bengay to kind of. Well, actually, no, that would attract him. I'm putting it. So, as another old person.
You know, Adorburb calls me Bengay sometimes.
Oh,
Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And,
but he also thinks of you in that way.
It'd be interesting. First time I'd be hearing about it. Carp says I was there and that didn't happen. You're right. I forgot to add one extra detail.
Allegations.
I forgot to add. Well, we're missing the one detail. Right after that, Ellie says, "I'm getting in my car. I'm driving to your location. I have a butter knife. I'm going to take a lighter and I'm going to light the butter knife, and it's going to be a red hot butter knife. I'm going to take my camera. I'm going to film you with this 1,000-degree butter knife, and I'm going to kill you with it." That's what he said.
Jeez.
That's what he said.
I don't think he said that.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't sound anything that like that he would say.
It's straight up. Ask him. He'll admit to it.
I feel like he would just strangle you. I don't think he would go to that method.
Yeah, attack. That's a lot of work. That seems like a lot of work for Ellie. I mean, I know the man works hard when he like draws stuff and whatever, but I don't think he would go to the murdering parts.
Well, here's the thing. He also said "freak you" right after that. So,
okay, that adds a little bit more credibility.
Yeah, the "freak you" part, I could see him saying that. I could see him going, "Ben, come on, freak you, man."
He also said right after that too. I forgot to throw that in there. He said he called me a prick.
It also sounds like him.
You can't just throw phrases that he uses and then we go, "Okay, that's true."
And then,
yeah. I'm gonna heat up this butter knife, prick.
And then right after that, you know what else he said to me? He said,
what is this, Tattletale
he said
Hour?
Nikkei is the greatest video game ever made, and you suck.
Okay, he didn't say that. I think you exposed yourself right there. I know Ellie likes Nikkei, but I know he wouldn't say that.
That's what he said. That's what he said he likes. He said he liked. He said he hated Himeno, and he thought that I was weird for liking Himeno, and he's wrong.
I love this conversation.
Cap. I smell cap.
I smell Ben Gay. How you doing, Ben?
We got a can of yams out front. I think Biden's lost.
I got one more question for y'all.
All right.
How does it end? We have 2 more episodes left, so how does it end?
Remember
How do you
the
see
ending.
this?
I thought I remembered the ending, but what I remembered to be the ending was this episode 23. So I don't remember it.
I would be shocked if this series had the balls to have the Queerettes win and become the new, I guess you could call it, dominant, like, not force, but just like species on Earth. That would be interesting, just to see that happen, and then maybe have something X amount of years in the future where they're doing the same thing again to another species. Doesn't have to be humans. It could be, I don't know, let's just throw out like an insect or something, and they get really smart. And then the cycle continues again, and you see one of the insects like planning to do something similar, or maybe they're going to try to, I don't know. That would be really interesting, because yet again we get another story about, you know, how history repeats itself. But realistically, how do I think it ends? They find the weapon, the fiend dies, and life as usual.
I think they absolutely kill the fiend, 100%. Just too much of an issue. However, I think that would be satisfying enough of an end, because when you kill the fiend, you take out really their that's sort of what they're relying on, is the fiend to go around and kind of do all this stuff, and and then make more of them eventually. So they have to not lose her. And the thing is they don't think they will, but they don't know about the Psycho Buster. So I think it's going to end with that, and I think Squealer's going to fucking die. He's gotta. And Saki's probably going to go into her new role as Queen G-MILF. And
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know. I that's like an overview of it. I couldn't tell you the exact details. I could see Satoru dying. However, I could also see him living. But I don't know. It seemed like there could be some sort of romantic attachment between him and Saki. It would make sense. They're the only surviving members of their class. So I don't know.
So, in that scenario, what happens to the Queerettes?
I think they start treating them better, because if Saki's in charge, then she's gonna know, or at least have a really good idea of why this happened. And because of that, she's experienced it firsthand, the kind of conditions they live in. And I think maybe there'll be more equality between the two. Maybe not socially at first because after all, they tried to lead an uprising against them. But
you're gonna have a lot of queer racists.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like, I don't like your kind around here, and then we're gonna have to wait for those generations to die, and then all of a sudden, all inclusion, queer rats and humans just
take this rat
hand
poison.
in hand.
Come on, walk into this trap. Yeah, we're gonna get that. But I think politically speaking, in their world, they're probably going to share more resources, more equality. They'll be integrated more into their society, and vice versa. And they'll not be living. I don't think, they may not be living in squabble anymore. Yeah, and I guess that's my theory on it.
Okay. What about you, EA? Anything different?
No. Like I said, I have the ending that I want to see happen, which would be interesting. But I honestly feel as if they're just going to use the weapon, take out the fiend, take out the queer rats, and everything will be business as usual. It'll be, humans here, queer rats here, and then just disdain and hate and whatever.
Okay.
Because the queer rats are too far gone. They're to the point where they're just like, we want to revolt or whatever. Heck, I could even see them like maybe moving far away from them. Queer rats can have the leftover villages that used to have people, and then, people could just move somewhere else.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Carp says in the chat, the only thing I remember is you both saying Robin best girl. True. Then C saying Nami best girl. True.
I used to be a Robin person.
Listen, Robin's
I gotta go
mom,
with C here.
Just saying, Robin's mom.
Oh God.
Putting it out there, Olvia.
What's the next show?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Satsuki, the savage. Frieren, the final episode of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End.
We made it.
When you're right, Satsuki.
Satsuki's always right. He's the smartest person I've ever met in my entire life, I swear to God.
Damn.
Who's he lying for?
I want to say that's high praise.
No. I don't know if you've noticed this about yourself, Satsuki, but you I don't know how you do it, but you can work out stuff so easily and guess so many things correctly, and your logic is impeccable.
I think I did a decent job, but I've definitely got a lot wrong. I thought Ubel was going to fight Frieren. I thought what was the other thing that I thought was going to happen? I thought Ubel was going to copy Lan's technique. So it's a lot of misses, but I mean I got some makes here and there, but appreciate it.
Are you mad at Land for splitting up with Ubel?
I mean, there's more Ubel for me. I don't know. They got some weird romance thing going on. I don't really understand it too much, but I don't know. Maybe he's kind of like a neat. We can call him a neat because he didn't leave his house the entire time.
Smart one.
That shouldn't be fair. How are you gonna be a mage and not even leave the house?
I think that I don't know how his technique works, so I don't know if there's a range limit or anything like that. But I think that if there is, which there should be with the cloning technique, the fact that he's able to control a clone that great to the point where it even fooled Ubel all the way back home is pretty impressive. So I wasn't giving Land any props. He was the one character where I was like, I don't know if he's going to pass. because I thought everybody else was going to pass, but I wasn't really sure about Land because he didn't show me that much. But with that possible mastery over his technique, he's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I could have done it.
hit the hand sign. Shadow clone jutsu.
Yeah. Look at me, and I just my clone just looks like, hey, everybody, it's me, EA, and I'm here to take on the mage test.
This one is defective.
No, he's totally fine. Look at him. Now he's going to fight the do-good with the brains.
It's going to try to kill you. I'm the real EA.
Look at me. I'm the captain, as I just spit on myself. Oh, shit. All right. Well, I guess I do give him credit just because I didn't think of that, but that is impressive to control a clone that far and fool people into thinking that's really you. That is impressive. I think it's cheating, but it's impressive.
Well, maybe. It could be. It could be.
I mean, Sari was impressed.
Yeah.
Sari was... I don't know what it is about Sari. I don't like her.
It's the opening. I mean, it was the opening. The first opening made her seem like she was like this evil villain because they like remember the opening where it was like they showed her sitting in her chair and it was like this like red light cast over her and she was given this evil glare.
I don't think I looked at the opening a full.
Yeah, it wasn't the opening for me.
I think you know what it is. Well, what I think it is for you, eh?
Tell me.
I mean, Sirai's just a brat.
Yeah,
she's just a brat. She's a kid almost.
She's a fucking kid and supposed to be this wise and all-knowing entity.
Yay.
What?
Got to break out the super shoddy.
Yeah.
She's not a lolly though. She's just a brat. You know, she doesn't get her way. She says, "You're banned for 1,000 years. You can't come back, Frieren. I hate you, and I want my ice cream."
She does ban her for 1,000 years. That was hilarious.
That was hilarious, but I'm just like, why? What did she do other than be right? She proved her fucking wrong.
I know. She was bad about it.
Yeah, and to me, that also makes me think, Frieren. She doesn't. I know she doesn't care that she isn't a mage, whatever, and she knew she was going to get filled, whatever. To be 100% transparent, if this was a real test, she would 100% be a mage. 100%. But because Sari is just like, well, you pointed out my hypocrisy, and I don't like you. You're not going to be a mage. It's total just grandstanding and just a bunch of whining. And I don't know. The fact that she was like no to all these other people. We didn't even get an explanation for the other, for Mustache and Mushroom Head. But I understood why, Luine didn't get it. But yeah.
Let me ask you this. Because I think we can do this. Or at least we can speculate. So let's leave out the people we got explanations for. In this episode, why do you think certain characters passed? Because she didn't say anything from Ubel. She said a little bit from Athade or Method, whatever you want to call her. Who else am I missing? I guess she didn't really say much about Land.
Yeah, Wurbel.
Oh yeah, him.
She kind of gave somewhat of an explanation for Wurbel, or at least there was a little bit of a conversation to where you can extrapolate why she believes, why she would pass him. Just because it seems that she sees magic more as a killing tool, kind of like Wurbel.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Method, Land, Ubel. That's it, right? Yeah, because I said skip past Dinkin.
Yeah.
Because she kind of gave an explanation for Dinkin.
Yeah. Which I was glad that she passed him. You know, he deserved it, definitely. But Method only passed because she said that she was cute.
Well,
What kind of fucking shit is that?
There's context around her beyond that. Like, she's really powerful.
So, okay. So I'll do it. I'll do it. This is the reason I think all of them passed. Because it may seem stupid at first, but this is what I think. This is what I think. So let's start with her, Method. So I think she passed her because it seems very stupid that she said, I thought you were small and cute. So, dude, you passed. I think she passed her because there was this, I guess, like this fearlessness that came with looking at her as just a cute child. And we've already seen with magic in this world and imagination, you almost had to have this this
You have to be able
free mind.
Yeah.
You had to have this free mind to be able to be a first class mage. So when Dinkin came in there and then he was like, C-Ray was like, oh, you were looking for ways to beat me. And he was like, yeah, but I figured I couldn't do it. That was something that impressed her. I'm not saying that's the same thing that happened with Method, but that overriding of fear, not being intimidated by her aura the way other people can, or other people have been, because we know with it was Kane. Kane came in there and was scared. That was the first. She thought there was no possibility she could be there. There was not one glimmer of hope in her. The minute she saw her, she was like, I can't beat her. So Method having that thought that, oh, this is just a cute kid, I think that made her look at her differently and pass her. So that's her. Land. I think she was just impressed with his audacity to take this whole test with a clone, and just from him being able to get this far with that in of itself is a showcase of his strength or luckiness or whatever. Ubel is the hardest one because there was really no inclination as to why she was passed. They don't have any conversation. Ubel goes, or Sarah's like, Ubel's like, and then
Lift
Sarah's
up your
like,
arms.
Damn. Picture's so funny. But there's no conversation to be had. They just look at each other and then she goes, okay, you pass. And then Ubel's like, why? And she was like, you know why. I think for me, what you got to get from that is the fact that we had a character like Sense who was actually scared of Ubel because of her seemingly boundless imagination that allows her to be able to cut anything that she believes she can cut. That is such a powerful technique in this world. And that's something I also want to give this series credit for, because I think this series is one of the best shows or showcases for magic. Because when we have magic in a lot of shows, we see the typical stuff. We see fireballs, we see ice magic, this, time manipulation. But I don't think there has been many shows that showed how boundlessly imaginative magic can be. And this show really emphasizes not just being able to use spells that look cool, but actually using your imagination, not only for like daily tasks, but fighting for crazy things that magic should be. Like, magic is a method to explore your imagination in the real world. So I think having that tool to be able to bring that out of yourself is the reason why she passed her. I don't know. That's the only thing I can get from it. Or maybe I don't know, maybe she sensed her bloodlust or something. But that's why I think she passed her, because the same thing that Sense seen in Ubel, she probably seen that same thing.
Well, remember what Frieren said, that Sari's intuition is never wrong.
It is.
Wait, so you're saying Kane should have passed?
I'm saying that her negativity towards Frieren is the thing I don't like. She's so freaking powerful. Again, defeated the Demon King and all this other stuff. And she won't even admit that, yeah, you're actually pretty good. And I get it. She's a child. She's thick-headed and whatever. That's where I think she's wrong. I mean, hell, Frieren proved it by calling it out, saying, hey, you're planting a bunch of flowers. Didn't you say that was a stupid thing? And then she just kind of was like, shut up.
You're a butthead. You know
that
who
was,
you are? You're a butthead.
That was her response. So instead of it going, I never thought of it that way, my good elf lady. Let's put aside our differences and agree to disagree, or just be like, come to a standing ground, just like, you're banned.
Yeah.
Other than that, I definitely understand all those other ones that you explained, Sasuke. I guess I just didn't look at it that way initially, because I'm like, she sure is passing a lot of people with ease now. And it just kind of didn't really go into why they were passing. Because in my mind, I'm just like, is she just like tired at this point? She's just like, yeah, you pass. Yeah, you pass.
You remember the video of the guy who's like doing the body check? Oh, I don't know if you ever seen that video, but there's this guy doing the body checks. He's old, and he's just going like this. He's not even touching him. He's just going like this, and he's like, yeah, go. That's how she was at the end.
Yeah,
I'll show you the video.
Okay. But yeah, I that's kind of what I thought. I thought she was just like, I mean, I already let Fern pass. I might as well. I mean, I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I didn't let everybody else pass now. So, yeah, you got it. Rebel? Oh, yeah, you like magic and use it as a weapon. Yeah, go ahead. I thought for a second she was going to, like, not pass Dinkin because, she for some reason had it really bad for the first ever mage, saying, you're old as fuck, your dick can't get up.
You're old, you stink, you get no bitches.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I thought. But actually, your dick still works. Pass.
Right.
Good job, old man.
That's kind of what I thought. I was just like,
oh, God.
Okay, so why does he get special treatment, but the one you just put down doesn't? Just.
No, I think all of the people that she passed was completely on point. I don't think it's confusing or doesn't make sense. I think it's fair that like you would be confused.
I have seen this video.
But
I'm sorry, Zatsuki.
Like I still think that Method deserved to pass because, as was explained and as was shown in the actual test and exams itself, she could hold her own weight, and I think it's the same for Warble. I think it's the same for Land. Clearly, just because of his technique. Obviously, Yubel.
His hack.
Dinkin. Yes. His SAO hack. I think they all make sense, and I think the methods at which she's passing them and the reasons they seem like they're weird is because they are weird. But I think there's more than enough to show in previous episodes why they passed. It makes sense. Like if you think about the people she didn't pass and the people she did, like why would you pass Kane? Like she's a dopey.
Because she's cute.
She's a dopey kid,
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Like, why would you pass La Fawn?
Because she's cute.
But like she's cool. She does some cool stuff. But like, were these characters kind of holding their own? But when you look at the characters she did pass, and you go back and you kind of look at their exams and how they performed in each of them, it makes a lot of sense. And I think as well, I think what the tests show is beyond anything Sari's personality. Because like with the method thing, she's like, what's wrong with these test takers this year? Pass. Like it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, combined with her intuition and her ability of it never being wrong, I think what she was really looking for was just an honest answer from those people, and I think that's why her questions were very weird. Of like, what do you think when you look at me? What's your favorite spell? Like I think Werbles, for example, was really a really great answer. She asked him, what is his favorite spell, and he's like, he asked him like, what he thinks about magic, and he's like, well, what do I think about it? I think it's a tool for killing. It's for power. And we learned later in the episode, well, he kind of came off as a psychopath initially, and by the end of this episode, we're kind of like, he actually is a very kind of like noble and strong and brave person who is seeking power to protect his village and protect his hometown. And we look at, Denkin, for example, and the thing with him was that she had a misconception about him that he would be this old man who has nothing left to do other than earn random prestigious titles just to satiate his, ego at his age, something cool to do or whatever. But in reality, it was much different than that. He had this crazy background and backstory to his character about his wife who died extremely young. And he basically, from that point onward, decided, you know what? I'm not going to marry anyone else. I don't like anyone else. And by the end of his life, where he at now, he can control entire nations and all this stuff. And it's Frieren who sort of emboldened him to look at magic in a fun way again. And I think a lot, when you look at it from those perspectives, I think it makes a lot more sense. Not the character, but, logically.
Yeah.
Not the rapper.
I think we got that.
Yeah, I don't think that was a thing that was coming into my brain.
Nor when I say rapper am I talking about candy wrappers. I'm talking more about...
Right. Also didn't pop into my brain.
But that's sort of just the way that I viewed it. Like I do think it's very weird, right? But I think when you look at the overall picture to it, it starts to have more headroom.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. I just think personally, when it comes to the fact that they say that she's never wrong, I disagree with that. I think she makes herself never wrong because of how she is.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me ask you guys both this question. Sari's feet or Ubel's pits?
What?
And here I thought I was going to get a serious question. Neither.
Ubel's pits. But what? The fuck you just asked me?
It's a very important scientific question.
I don't know what it is with them with the feet.
Yeah, they are definitely showing Sari's feet this series.
It's all it just gets people talking online. That's it.
she's dipping her feet into the water and then slowly drips it out. Takes it out, and
Yeah, look at them.
you just hear the water and the drip, 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 drip.
The
saucy elf foot.
Them saucy looking feet. EA, you don't like them toes? Them dogs?
No, because she's got a goofy face.
Put those grippers away!
Even if she didn't have a goofy face, feet are feet, So it is what it is.
She also doesn't wear like socks or anything, so they're probably
filthy.
Yeah.
That's why she dipped them in the water, because she had to clean them.
Hold on.
Oh God.
Remember the spell that she gave Fern?
Yeah,
she has like some
clean clothes all the time.
What if there's the clean feet the spell?
I mean, that probably does exist, for all we know.
Right. There could be a cuticle pedicure fucking spell for all we know.
It would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, but Fern was really happy with that spell. She was just like, I'm always clean. I'm always clean. And she was T-posing and everything.
Wait. Hold on. The chat is acting up right now. They're saying some wild shit in the chat. Ellie says, C answer was the feet. Decrepit Storm says, why do we need light ruler and C to talk about feet? Or wait, the emoji's in the way. I don't know what listen, the point is
Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah.
No. I'm not into feet. I'm not into them at all.
I mean, you did propose the question, sir.
Well, yeah, that's what everybody's talking about online. Feet versus pits.
Who's everybody? Also, wait, where was this? See, feet versus pits.
I didn't see this war.
It's on my Twitter.
Well, I mean, this is what is that they say? The Twitter is made for you.
Listen, algorithms, whatever, who cares? Listen, I don't like feet or pits.
Then I don't know why you would propose the question, sir.
Ellie
Just
says,
saying.
So C, then answer the question, feet versus pits. It wasn't for me to answer.
Well, and
I
also he said
proposer.
You just said you don't like feet, so I guess that only leaves pits.
Yeah.
I mean, pits are like whatever.
What was that? I heard like we sticking out your tongue.
No, that was definitely an orgasm.
Pits, I just
orgasm on command.
Who bells pits? Hey, sometimes it happens.
It only takes the word.
Pits.
For
pits,
how
pits,
many
pits.
times we've said pits? The tank is empty at this point. I don't know how.
Yeah,
it's still happening.
Yeah. Just drink your protein shake. You'll fill right back up.
A couple of things we missed. QRW6 said, to be honest, these characters pulled their weight in the second test, which made sense since their feet. That's not with two E's, see? Which made sense since their feats were highlighted against the clones. Yeah, Saray fell Kane because she feared her mana, so it made sense she would pass people who aren't intimidated by her, like Method and Dinkin. Sasuke paused my video on my side for saying C-Ray.
I'm probably Suri. Like how you say ask Suri, which I probably just did just now. Sorry.
No, listen. You can say the names correctly, and they'll still get mad at you about it. Trust me. As a person who's uploaded 5 Frieren videos, I have literally, for the last 5 of them, were like, okay. The first one, I got trashed. Literally hundreds of comments, people telling me my pronunciations were wrong. I did the pronunciations they suggested. The next video, they were like, wrong. This guy says nothing right. It doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even concern myself about stuff like that. I mean, it is what it is. As long as people know what you're talking about. There's this character in Hunter x Hunter who has his crazy name. I'll spell it in the chat right now. I think it's spelled like this. Yes, I think it's spelled like this. When I tell you,
Tisserdenich?
there you go. That's a new name. I haven't heard that one, but that's a new name. I call him Sareednich.
Oh,
But that name hit this Hunter streets, and I was making a video about him, and I said his name. And when I tell you, I got in the comment section 7 different pronunciations of his name. Someone's like, "No, it is pronounced Sir Raid Niche, sir. How dare you?" I was like, I was like, okay. I mean, because his name was in the manga, it wasn't in the anime, so we didn't have any frame of reference. But yeah, a whole bunch of people were kind of trying to, looking down their nose at me like, this is how you correctly say his name, and it ain't no shit. So as long as people know who you're talking about, that's what matters. It really doesn't matter.
It's pronounced Guy.
Let me tell you, once you get 100,000 subscribers and you get like 20,000 views a video, it makes you hate your viewers. Because it's all... people go, easy dunk, let's beat up on this guy, easy dunk. And just over and over.
See, this channel has over 500 subs, and we got a comment about how we can't like badass characters. So
yeah, we get too
I feel
emotional.
your pain.
No, he was right, EA. We get way too emotional because we picked the most badass characters, and we're little bitches. I agree with
and
that.
we shouldn't focus on that. You're right.
You're right. And they're right.
What is the KOA approved pronunciation? Frieren, or Ferruri roll?
Oh, no. Let me pronounce that for you.
You just got him started. Great.
Oh god. That is not your cassette tape broken. That is a man
trying to speak.
It's a stroke. Live.
I just say Frieren or Frieren. I really don't give a damn what people say about my pronunciation. I know I don't pronounce things well, and I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, like, most of the time, whenever we have names, if you guys will notice, we'll all 3 have different pronunciations of it, and we'll kind of just keep it pushing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna try to correct one another while we're talking. See. It's pronounced free. Get it right. You know what I mean? No one cares.
As long as we know who we're talking about, it really doesn't matter. But
sometimes I don't even know their names. I just call them by what I observe. Mushroom head. Well, mustache, baldy.
What I think it is why we see this a lot is because people desperately in this day and age want to feel like they're right. Or that something that can like embolden them to go, oh, this is like, this is gonna make me feel empowered if I tell this guy he's wrong because I know I'm right.
It's definitely wanting to have a superiority angle over someone. Everybody want to be experts in their field or expertise.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a thing. But what else happened in this episode besides the whole passing thing? Oh man, it was actually some pretty cool stuff besides that too. I want to say here and now, because I was kind of wavering on whether I stood here, but I think I could safely say that Dinkin is my favorite character in the series. Respects to Ubel. Ubel fits in the archetype of characters that I would like. And I still like her. She's probably my second favorite character, but I think Dinkin is just great all around. I don't think Ubel lives up to the character that Dinkin is thus far.
Ubel's hot.
He just feels. I mean, it's a little more than that. C tactics, but okay. I'm not going to beat the drum for her. But Dinkin is just. We know his backstory now. We know his motivations. He had a great showcasing. He's just a cool person in general. We seen him at his lowest when he didn't have any powers and what he was willing to do. So we know what his drive is like. We know his passions. We know his inspiration, that being Frieren and wanting to have fun as a mage. He's just a complete character. He's just cool. he's simply just cool. He became everybody's sugar daddy this episode, which I thought was pretty cute. You know, he treated Fern
Literally sugar daddy.
Yeah, he treated Fern, LaFawn, and Stark out. They all had tea and all types of sweets. He's a cool ass dude.
Yeah, he's really nice.
Yeah, he's my favorite character, no question.
Yeah, he's literally the granddad of the show.
Yeah, I think everybody would want like a Dinkin granddad.
Hello there, children. Gather round. Let's get some chocolates and sweets, and let's work together. Fuck you, old man. Bye. Okay.
Waffen,
well,
kill him. Kill him now. Kill that little shit.
Waffen, kill this motherfucker. He just gets really hard and evil.
He gets really what? Hard and evil?
Oh god.
Yeah, not like erection, but just hard, as in like I'm hard, rough, tough.
You stepping into the war room now, Dinkin's war room.
Well, because he can be like that. He fights people, fisticuffs. Whenever his magic doesn't work, he's like, "We'll settle this like men."
I got osteoporosis, and I'm gonna fuck you up.
And he's nobility too, which
he's very noble.
No, I mean like
around him.
I mean like actual nobility.
Oh, right. He's from that lineage where sperm count is really high.
Yes.
Or, depending on how long the family lasts, low.
I think I don't, this hasn't been stated, but it's kind of like he almost adopted LaFawn. I don't know how old LaFawn is, but I don't know. Their interaction is just so funny to me because
their pairing is so great.
There's like nothing really connected them. It's just thinking, going, "Hey, you want this? You want me to buy that for you?"
Hi, yes, gimme.
She doesn't even like ever say anything either. She's just always.
Her mouth is always full. Her mouth is too full to say anything. It's like, what do we say? That's right.
Dickett just got a granddaughter during this whole test.
Not only is he
so funny to me.
Not only is he a first-class mage, but he's a granddad.
Yeah, basically.
And you know what? Good for him. He deserves a good grandchild.
Yeah.
Also, we got 17 people watching right now. Thank you all for watching.
Oh God, what do we do?
Yeah, that's the grippers.
All right, everyone, don't say the names wrong.
Oh, Frieren.
Fry dick. Oh.
There's somebody in a black cloak that just chokes out EA.
It's pronounced fry.
Now you fry in hell.
Got Harrison Ford on this podcast.
Get off my.
What the hell's going on? Everyone's dying. It's that goddamn Chewbacca again.
He's going around just.
You know what you did.
Sabaody.
Well, the stuff after all this stuff. Let's talk about the kind of like near the end, the last portion of this episode. I think it's the only thing we haven't talked about yet, and it's
the Himmel flashback.
Yeah.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Because we didn't talk about Word Bell.
Oh, I mentioned him a little bit, but
no. I meant like
I mentioned him a little bit, but yeah, I think it's worth going into more because I don't think I mentioned some stuff. But what do you think about him?
Okay, we can do Word Bell first and then the last part.
Only reason I say that is because Word Bell's connection to Himmel and how that whole thing to be, because you didn't mention about like him wanting to protect his village and whatnot, but I thought it was really profound, just how the legendary heroes, how they impacted the world in this type of way, to where a person like Word Bell, who has this outward appearance of a scoundrel, and sometimes his mannerisms reflect that, but at the end of the day, he wanted to protect his village because of someone like Himmel who did the mundane task and did things that weren't necessarily befitting of a legendary hero. He would just do normal stuff like, oh, I'm gonna carry this sack of potatoes to your house and just help out. I think that's why he's so legendary. It isn't just because of him taking down the demon lord and all of this stuff. It's because he was a great person at his core, and he affected a lot of people in meaningful ways. He actually touched their lives personally, because as Wordbell said, the demon lord didn't have shit to do with my village getting destroyed. That was just regular ass demons. And not to take it like to this crazy far world, but that's how it is for a lot of people, where, like, let's say a lot of people might not even care who the president is, because in their everyday life they might not necessarily be affected by it as far as they know. So having somebody who is helping them out through whatever problems they have is more impactful than even taking out the demon lord to people on a personal level. So yeah, that just adds on to Himmel's his prestige as a character.
Yeah, I agree.
Himmel certainly influenced a lot of people, not just Frieren, but all the little kiddies.
I think it's also important as like a good moral story to people as well. Like with many things in this show, which I think the show's really good at doing, is telling morals. But I think it's good because it shows people that the little things do matter, they do count, they do add up. You just don't see it immediately. But
right,
doing a small task for someone, helping a old lady across the street, if you see that often, or even enough, it's going to inspire someone to do that. And then what happens? You get more people inspired to do that because they see that and they go, well, that's what people do. That's a human thing to do. And I think Himmel understood that, whereas maybe other heroes at the time, some of them maybe didn't. And it's also not wrong that you don't do these things either. It's just that they do matter. And it is important that you realize the value of that and not cast those that have no voice out just because you don't see them. And Himmel, he understood that. He is very kind and gentle. And Frieren, should have put a ring on it, but she fucked up.
She didn't even know what to do. She had a ring on it, but was like confused about what it even meant.
I wonder how much a sodas for.
Yeah, that's pretty much what her mindset was.
What is this loop-de-doop thing? What the fuck's this about? Is it magic?
She literally got a proposal of marriage and was like, neat.
Frieren,
Cool.
Let's get married and smash. I'm in love with you. I want you to have my children.
As she's walking away, he's saying all this stuff. Right, she just goes to sleep.
No, she just says Yameteo, and then a cheese hits her in the face and she dies.
She sees a fucking chest and it's a mimic. It's like, I just gotta ask, will you marry me? You just see her in the distance. Yamate, why?
Dark, scary.
It's dark and scary, and it smells like cheese in here.
That would be her.
There's also another character we neglected, Learning.
Yeah, he didn't. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right.
He's pretty
fucking
neglected
went
in general,
psycho.
isn't he?
Well, okay. Here's the thing with Learning.
I will be remembered.
I will kill you, Frieren.
Okay. When you put it like that, then he does sound a little crazy.
I will forever be remembered. She'll remember me to be the one to kill you.
He's a yandere. Oh my god. But yeah, I think for learning is he's so overqualified, right? The fact that he doesn't have this big achievement, or at least in his mind, because he's a great mage or whatnot. He's the first class mage that we know of, but for him, he just wants his senpai to notice him. So he's like, if I kill Frieren, who she acknowledges, then I had to be. That's all it is. It's just that he wants acknowledgement from his dear Tsunade sensei. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to.
Lord knows why.
I mean, you can not like Sirei personally, but she's respected because of how knowledgeable she is, being the grimoire with all these different spells and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get her approval, it's like being blessed almost.
Yeah.
They don't really revere her as a god or anything like that, but she's the closest that you can get to a god that we've seen in this world.
Yeah, very true. I mean, but at that age, dude might as well just give up.
I don't know how old he is, but I like with Frieren. You know, Frieren has these. We talked about this before. She has these flashes of insight where, when you look at her, she may seem dopey, and it seems like she doesn't get it, and that you may think that she's not emotionally intelligent, but she gets it a lot of the time. She gets it. She understands. She's able to understand how learning was feeling. She didn't take it to heart. And she said, you know, Sarai isn't someone who shows her she wears her emotions on her sleeve, at least not her true ones. So don't think that you're going to be forgotten, because she remembers all of her students. She took them on as students for a reason. So
yeah,
you're not going to be You're not going to lose a place in her mind or anything like that. She just doesn't. She's grumpy. She old, and sometimes she's a brat.
Yeah. I like how she just basically just didn't take it to heart, as she has like a chunk of her shoulder missing, you know, from that encounter and whatnot. But
she didn't even say ow.
Yeah, I know. She's just like, that's. I'm gonna need some healing. I wonder if the church is open. Yeah, with that face, just gotta go to the church now. She had that face again when she wasn't allowed in the club. They told her, nope, you're not on the list.
C-Ray made that face too when Fern wanted to learn the laundry magic.
Yep. And I was like, good, that's exactly what she deserves.
Just like, you know, I have like every spell possible here. You can learn the spell to like murder an entire village.
Nope.
Laundry.
I want the clean one. Laundry. Yep. I want laundry.
You know what it is? This is why Sarai hates Frieren. I mean, she stated as much. She sees Frieren as a waste of potential. She wants someone to be like her, where she knows so much that she's kind of jaded to everything else. And nobody's really like her. I think it bothers her that Frieren to this day can still be amazed by different kinds of magic. I think she wants a companion of her own, someone that, like I said, is kind of like her in a sense, or that has reached her level in a sense. But Frieren is kind of taking things slow, truly taking in the wonder and imagination that magic brings you. And I think it bothers her because that's a kind of human perspective. But she's, like I said, is close to a god almost. So I think there's loneliness with how she treats Frieren, or why she treats Frieren the way she does.
And maybe jealousy.
That's also a thing. Yeah. You could say that. Sure.
How dare you get to have fun and I have to sit here and make sure
I have to sit here on my throne and pout.
work.
It's like the Squidward meme. Squidward looking at Patrick and the SpongeBob having fun. She's
Oh
like,
yeah, looking out the window.
Guys enjoy magic, huh? Well, I know every magic.
Yeah, that episode where Squidward, Patrick and SpongeBob were playing in the imagination box, and it's a fucking box, literally a box, and he was just like, "What's so good about a box? Fucking box."
It's so
What's
funny.
in the
I talked about
box?
that on my last stream. Oh my god, I talked about that exact episode.
That's hilarious. It's a great episode. I mean, Squidward literally is that person that's just he could have everything in the world, but he sees people having fun. He's just jealous of it and has to try to ruin it. But at the same time, well, he can't ruin SpongeBob because SpongeBob's always happy. But has to figure it out for himself. I don't understand how this box works. You don't just sit and watch. It's not imagination.
I was so dumb when I was a kid. I seriously thought something was in that box, and then they were gaslighting me. I couldn't fathom that it was just literally imagination. I was like, when SpongeBob did the rainbow imagination, I said, "You fucking liar!" I was like, "You got an AK in there." I heard it.
I heard that avalanche.
I was like, "Stop lying to me, you piece of shit! You swear piece of shit."
Oh, that was funny.
But yeah, I liked the outcome of the ceremony they had. I think did we get a reveal for anyone else who what they chose to use?
No. I'm sure they probably got more useful things than laundry.
Oh my god!
Oh,
what
without a
the
doubt.
fuck did Ubel get?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. She probably got something wicked.
The forever shaven pits spell.
Oh, shut.
She's going to get like a GPS to know where land is at all times. She's going to be so annoyed.
Right. It's just like, hey there, get away from me.
Listen, lady, your name literally translates to evil. I don't trust you. Stay away. I don't like you.
But I like you.
Too bad.
Would you like me if I lift up my arms?
No, put him back down. Actually, wait.
That's a secret technique.
He just says, "Damn."
My God.
No, I like the spell that Fern chose too, because I
It
think
fits her.
it does, and I think it continues the message of the show and its overall thoughts on Frieren's sort of teaching style, which is sort of just kind of like have fun with it. There's a little bit of sentimentality to it. I think her experience with Flamme really taught her that, using magic as a tool to kill or to get your way or whatever, it doesn't always have to be that. And I think as well, I think the spell is kind of smart to pick. It has a lot of utility. I mean, being able to clean clothes in their world, that's super important. And I guarantee
that saves a lot of time.
Saves a lot of time. And I guarantee you, it's going to pop back up in the future as some quirky little fucking meta joke thing where Fern's laundry magic saves the day.
Man, yeah, it's super fitting for her character and just what the message that Frieren has been trying to, I guess, give to the audience almost, that this is peaceful times and magic isn't, like I said, like I was saying before, where magic in a lot of different shows is used as this combat thing. You're seeing fire magic, ice magic, time manipulation, but it's all being used for combat purposes. But this show really gets into like this childlike wonder of magic, and I think Fern choosing something that, if we got a choice to pick any magic we want, I don't think laundry magic is going to cross our mind, but that's the type of stuff you can do with magic, and it's so creative and innovative that her choosing something like that, not combat oriented, something that didn't really cross our minds. We weren't ever going to guess this was going to be the magic that she chose. Very fitting.
And we got to see her do the cute little twirl, and she was beaming and radiating with energy.
She was happy.
She just looks like a penguin to me.
You know what? I'm never going to unsee that now.
This is why I also can't take any like lewd fan art of her serious, because to me, Fern just she has no sex appeal at all to me. I know she has big boobs, but that doesn't really equate to sex appeal to me.
Yeah,
it might be because of her personality.
Carp says, "What magic would you choose?" Good question.
I mean, I feel bad saying this because of the show. I just went on that whole rant. It's gonna be something that I could use to murder people, but do other stuff. I know, it may be like some time manipulation stuff, or like some spatial power, the teleport or something. It'll be very basic.
My immediate thought goes to because I would go to like some sort of like suggestion power to be like, I can I don't know, get people to think a certain way or do certain things. But I feel like I would just go insane at some point with power. So, but when you said teleportation, I was like, that could get the job done.
Teleportation would be awesome. Imagine all the time that you would save just going to work, going to the grocery store, just going anywhere, and then when you're done, go home, teleport back. That would be awesome.
Imagine all the women you'd impress.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that.
Hey,
I'd be like, hey, I'm over here. Now I'm over here.
You could do like the instant transmission thing. You put your fingers up to your head.
Hey, what's over there? If you want to get out of any situation where you may have fucked up, easy way to leave.
Light says C wants the ugly bastard spell.
I
don't think that's the ugly bastard spell. That's just usually ugly bastard stuff that you do to blackmail. Not that I would know that.
No.
I want to know why the ugly bastards always get the most beautiful women.
Because they usually blackmail them.
Exactly.
But that's
I also want to bring up something I think we forgot to mention. And it does sort of pertain to what did Ubel ask for? But Werble at one point says, he alludes to that there should be someone that should be dead in this world, and it's literally shows Ubel. So,
yeah.
Satsuki, you got something to tell us?
Me?
Got something to say?
I'm gonna post that real quick. My girl is just a problem. It's as simple as that. My girl is just a problem. The fact that Werbel is saying this, and he has more credence to say this because he fought Ubel. But the reason why I take this to heart is because Werbel has already been a person that is shown to be underhanded, albeit his actual character is pretty he's pretty kind for all intents and purposes. But he knows there is darkness that dwells within Ubel, and Sense also knows that her imagination is so wild that she's very dangerous in that sense, even if her strength isn't to the level of other test takers. And if Sense has, or C-Ray has the intuition to pass her and make her a first-class mage, and also give her a privilege of having any spell she wants, the more she learns, the more dangerous she becomes because of who she is. Now, I'm actually surprised at how little Frieren gave us in terms of showing us the malicious side of Ubel, because honestly, although there were times where, like, when she tied up land with the serenade attack thing, the bind and spell thing. Ubel didn't really do that much evil when you think about it. She killed some people off screen that we knew were bandits that probably tried to attack her, which, you know, that's pretty bad. But on screen, she didn't really do anything bad. And that's not me doing the whole Satsuki defending his girl like, oh, murder isn't that damn bad when you think about it. No, like seriously, she didn't really do that much.
But
anything, I think they're saving her.
If anything, Fern did more to make her be afraid of her because of the spell where she says she could see through clothes.
Yeah.
I think that was honestly the only time she was ever afraid in the whole series.
I think that's true. I think that's literally true.
Just imagine that facing off against all your enemies, and they're like, "So, what do you have to say?" And it's just like, "Well, first of all, I have a spell active at all times. You are completely naked for me." And just like say something like only they would know, like your birthmark's like right below your belly button.
She loses.
Tiny peepee. Tiny peepee.
You know, that's probably what Wurbel got, was that spell so that he could best her in a fight. I have a spell where I could see through all your clothes, and then boom, she's done.
Ubel fans all over the world jealous.
It is interesting to think at what they possibly got, but we're not going to get an answer to that until later down the line.
Yeah, 8 years when the season 2 finally comes out.
Yeah, when we're finally monetized.
That's what they're waiting on. That's what Madhouse is waiting on for season 2. We gotta wait. They gotta get monetized.
There's still some interesting stuff, and I don't want to go on for too long. But damn, this episode was actually pretty packed. So one thing I want to mention, I guess, very briefly, is Stark's parallel to Himmel. We already seen that. In fact, one of the first introductions we see of Stark, in the episode that he was piloted, was how much the village loved him. And we see in this episode, everybody knows Stark's name. Yeah. He has a connection to everybody. He says his goodbye to his sensei.
I taught you everything. He knows.
Yeah, but everybody just loves him, and that's the type of reputation Himmel had. So I don't really think it's very subtle, but kind of under our noses, he has drawn a parallel to Himmel. I know there was other things too that gave us that connection, like him trying to pull the hero sword, stuff like that. But I think this is a better parallel to Himmel. This connection to the villagers and making connections to other people. Because, like I said, that was in Himmel's character. So if Stark were to build it, I mean, he is trying to build a legend for himself. He's doing it in the same way Himmel was doing it. Not just by killing the baddest opponents, but by actually ingratiating himself with all the other villagers and helping them on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. We need to get to the questions, or else we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Well, I guess we should just finish with our final thoughts on Frieren, since that's it now.
Yeah, I think
overall I liked it.
Right now, this is number 1 on my anime list all time. Above Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think this is the one.
The power of the pits.
I think the pits have won out. I think the FMA Brotherhood weirdos out there that pay too much attention to fucking ratings on a stupid website that doesn't care about your existence. They've lost. They should have lost with Fruits Basket, but they did it, sadly. But Frieren I think deservedly deserves the top spot. It really is a great series. It's so good that I'm going to start reading the manga because that's what I'm all about. And that's a question I wanted to ask you guys. Are you guys compelled enough after finishing this to watch the manga or read the manga? But also,
I'll watch it on YouTube.
but also,
What the hell?
A lot of people do that, believe it or not. But
You are insane.
I've done it before.
well, and my other question is, with this, with the ending screen being the journey to end continues, when do we think season 2 is coming out? And as well,
Never.
Do we think Madhouse is going to animate it?
No.
In my personal opinion, I think it's going to be a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 4 until we get season 2. Just because of where we're at currently in the manga, I don't think there's enough for a full another 28 episodes. And as well, I do think it's going to be Madhouse. I think they're at.
And it's going to be
It's
JC
too. It is literally, in some metrics, the biggest anime, or not the biggest, but the most popular anime currently out right now. And they literally hit like struck diamonds with this series. So I think they're doing it. I think it's a given. But what do you guys think?
It's going to be a while before they make a season 2, for sure. I don't know. I mean, Madhouse has stepped it up in the past couple of years. Maybe they'll break the curse and do the whole season 2. They've done it before, but what I mean is like they'll pick up Frieren and they'll also do season 2 of this series, which I would like. I love Madhouse. I just hate how they pick up shows and then they never finish them.
So for me, I'm not going to pick up the manga, at least how I feel right now. It's definitely good enough for me to check out the manga instead. I will say, since this is that last episode, I might as well, give all my thoughts. Because I was the person that was very, what's the word I'm looking for? I wasn't a believer in Frieren. Yeah, I wasn't a believer in Frieren when we first started. I think we talked about the first 5 episodes actually, because the first 4 episodes aired, and then I think we had another one.
Yeah.
So I think we talked about the first 5 episodes, and I thought the show was all right when I first started. When we first started, but now I'm realizing that it just set the foundation for things to be as great as they are now. Because without that beginning, without them setting the groundwork for the heroes and whatnot, all the stuff that we would have got afterwards wouldn't have been as great. So I wouldn't even call this show like a slow starter, honestly, because it hooked a lot of people initially very quickly. It's just that it took me longer to realize the point of everything. And I still think my opinions then were valid, but now I don't think I should have been as like doubtful about the show. I should have been a little more open-minded, because it hit a stride and it just continued getting better and better and better. And yeah, I mean, this show is pretty great. This show is pretty great. I love what it does with just magic in general. And it has a lot of fun characters. Animation is on point. There's not a lot of flaws in the show. As far as the rating on my anime list, that stuff doesn't really matter. But I can tell you, and I don't really say this often, I'm not really mad at it being number 1. It ain't my number 1, but I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I overall enjoyed it too. No complaints. Great characters, great world building. Love the music, love the animation. And yeah, whenever season 2 comes out, I'll be there with bells on to watch it continue.
With bells on?
With bells on. Just literal mini bells on me.
Holding your arms up in preparation?
Yeah, they're holding me up going, thank you, bells.
Well, there we go. It is now time to rapid fire these questions because we got 17. So
This would be easy.
Viewer questions.
Worst
Oh, wrong one.
worst.
I didn't mean the sad horn.
Let's take turns. Let's take turns. I want to go first. Let's go on the rotation. Me, C, EA.
All right, deal.
All right.
Break.
Which anime character will be a great wrestler? They can't use magic / powers, just athletic.
Wait a minute. We did this one.
We did that.
Fuck.
Out of these four, who is the biggest crash out? If you don't know what crashing out is, because I didn't know people weren't aware of this term. Crashing out is basically reckless abandonment. It's basically just giving up on whatever is at hand and just going all out, doing something, and usually doing something stupid. So
so crashing out is just being crazy and being dumb.
Basically, it's kind of like let's put it. I don't know what's guy's name is Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah, Scarface, the main character.
Scarface?
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana. Yes. What he did at last where he's just shooting everyone, that's crashing out, basically.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
A, Kaido, D, Datara, C, Gon, or D, Broly.
I only know Broly, so I can't really
I pick Broly.
say.
I say Gon. Crash out. I can't spoil that, though.
Okay.
All right. C, Texas, you're up.
Who's the most powerful character in a fight whose name starts with Y? Yuta, Yoriichi, Yor, or Ymir, not the founder, aka not thick Ymir.
I think it's Yoriichi. So B.
Okay, yeah, I'll say Yoriichi.
Oh wait, Demon Slayer.
Wait,
Who the hell is Yoriichi from Demon Slayer?
wait, I was thinking Bleach.
One of them spider people, I believe. But I'm gonna go.
Okay, yeah, Yuta's actually pretty strong. I'll go with you. Yuta.
Oh, this is who that is. Okay, yeah, it's Yuta.
Yeah, you turn.
Okay, your turn, Yi.
All right. Out of these three, which martial arts movie actor had the best movies? I'm sure maybe you know some of these. Donnie Yen, Steven Seagal, or Michael J. White?
Steven Seagal, he ate that carrot from Russia.
Steven Seagal has some pretty good ones, but I enjoyed Michael J. White. The fact that he does his own stunts and his movies are very underappreciated. They're pretty basic, and some of them are straight to DVD. But the fact that he's still going strong, he was the original Spawn, and he was also the part in The Dark Knight where he's like, "So you think you just steal from us and walk away?" He's that guy. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And from The Dark Knight, nobody knew. Like, the dude does insane kicks and martial arts stuff. He's like built. He's really good.
Okay, I'll go with Donnie Yen. Ip Man.
Nice.
See?
What? Well, I said
No, it's you,
Seagal.
Satsuki.
No, I'm saying A. You didn't choose one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I did. I said Steven Seagal, carrot.
Okay.
That's right. You did say the carrot.
Okay. Next question. Would Stark be able to? We said that.
We said that.
Out of these four, who had the coldest? Did we say? No, we didn't. Out of these four, who had the coldest introduction? A, Beast Titan, B, Miriam, C, Trunks, or D, Madara?
Well, I only knew two.
I'll go Trunks.
Cool. As cool as that was, I was kind of pissed at the fact that Frieza wasn't dead, that Goku didn't defeat him originally. But when you see the Beast Titan and the fact that he's fucking talking, that blew me away. Like, that was one of those, whoa. Holy shit. Right? That's the Beast Titan?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to sound like I didn't know what I was talking about.
The Monkey Titan.
Yeah.
Return to Monkey.
That was good. And that was the first episode of season 2. And I was just like, whoa, what the fuck?
I'll go with I'll go with Trunks.
Out of these four, in your opinion, which is the best Thor movie? Thor 1, Dark World, Ragnarok, Love and Thunder.
Ragnarok.
Same.
It's
Ragnarok.
the perfect blend of comedy and action. Which of these three characters do you think you can beat in a 1v1, no powers, just hands? Subaru from ReZero, Kazuma from Konosuba, Foxy from One Piece.
Foxy from
I'm beating
One
the
Piece.
shit out of Subaru.
Kazuma.
Ooh.
Oh, we all got different answers. Nice.
Well, okay. Yeah. No, fuck it. Subaru.
Subaru actually is. I know he doesn't like look it, but he actually is kind of athletic. I don't know about Kazuma.
Listen, I'm beating the shit out of Foxy. I'm stomping that guy's ass in. He's dead. He's a pancake. I'm going to beat him up so bad, he's going to have children, and they're genetically going to remember the beating that I'm going to give Foxy.
What did he do to you?
I know, fuck.
Wait, it is my turn. Okay. Who is winning this 1v1 fight? A. Aizen or B. Saitama from One Punch Man?
Saitama.
Saitama.
Saitama?
What out of these four, which movie made you cry the most? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, or Logan? Logan.
Infinity War.
Logan. I don't know. I feel like Guardians 3 really made me cry. Logan was just an overall great fucking movie. I didn't cry with Infinity War's Endgame. So, yeah, Guardians Galaxy Volume 3. And you know what scene I'm talking about. God damn. Who wins in this fight? The Master Chef. I was about to say Master
fight,
Chef.
Specifically.
Who wins in a fist fight? Master Chief, not Chef, or Iron Man?
Master Chief.
Master Chief's beating the shit out of Tony Stark.
Tony Stark's dead. First hit, dead. One hit KO.
I mean, if it's a fist fight with no like iron or anything, yeah.
He's a genetically engineered super soldier.
Yeah, Master Chief's winning.
And also, Tony Stark can't really fight.
No. He's smart and he can make shit, but that's it.
Yeah. Out of these three, which martial arts movie actor had the best?
It's a new one.
Okay. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, it's just Damme.
Okay. Jet Li or Jackie Chan?
Oh, I love Jackie Chan.
Jackie
Chan had the best movies. I love Rush Hour, Rumble in the Bronx, Drunken Master.
Story.
Yeah, they said best movies in general, so I got to go with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Rush Hour is some of my favorite movies. I love 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Kizaru from One Piece is running the Naruto Shippuden gauntlet against Akatsuki. Where this is a you question, Satsuki, but where is he stopping? Deidara, Kisame, Pain, Itachi, or Obito?
He might run that gauntlet. He might not be Obito, but everybody else, I think he's in there with a light. Kisame might be a problem. I'm gonna say Kisame. Kisame is a real big problem because of water.
There you go.
All right, next question. Which Infinity Stone would you want to have? Remember, there's 6.
The one that Doctor Strange had to.
The time one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the Time Stone. Time Stone would be good. I want the Time Stone too, just because I can go back in time or in the future.
Yeah, that one.
Easy.
Yeah.
There's power, and then there's I think there's a Reality Stone, but I don't know. But I'm all for the time.
It's so many damn strong. Which character has better writing, A. Aaron or B. Thorfinn?
Dang.
I don't think I haven't read the manga, so I couldn't tell you. We have more of a complete picture of Aaron, and I think just
True.
because of that, I would say Aaron, but I don't know. I could very well say Thorfinn if I completed the manga, but I haven't.
I definitely enjoyed Thorfinn's arc from season 1 to 2. But yeah, I agree. Aaron, we have his whole story all wrapped up. And I'll admit, I didn't like it at first. I thought he was just a generic, I want to kill Titans dude. He got way better in the final seasons. But I'll be different. I'll say Thorfinn.
I'm saying Thorfinn as well.
All right, there you go.
Out of these two, where would you rather live, Gotham or Metropolis? Would I rather live in Ghettoville, USA, or a city?
Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Gotham is horrible.
Why would I ever live in Gotham?
There's literally a guy that just drops gas on you and it makes you see horrific nightmares, bro.
Could you imagine living in Gotham and walking to work? Hey, how you doing?
There's like so many things wrong with Gotham. I know like Metropolis also has its issues, but Jesus Christ, Gotham is horrible. It's so many different ways that you could die. Joker just got just bomb planting your car. Toxin that's making you see big ass Titans in 3D. Yeah. Oh, it is horrible, bro.
Listen, have you seen Catwoman? I'm picking Gotham.
You are in.
You would rather die and maybe get a than you would living in a fully functioning city.
She's only going to like interact with you if you're like a millionaire or something.
That's
I think we should move on to the next question. Who's winning this 1v1, Law or Kakashi?
That's a you question. I don't know.
Law.
There you go. Yeah, I have a question for you.
What is that, my absolutely foot fetish friendly fella?
That's LE propaganda. And second of all, where can they find you?
Well, good sirs, you can find me. Oh, and women who are watching this too. You can find me over at Everything Animated. Not much going on. I've just been real fucking busy, man. I tell you what, it's just it ain't easy being an adult, I tell you. But I do hope to get back on that soon. Subscribe to my channel. The link's in the description below. There's also a Twitter for the King of Anime Podcast. You can follow. You'll know when we go live. You may not have known this, but we usually do streams on Mondays. So if you were following the Twitter, you would have known that we were going live today. Just saying, that would have helped you out. We also have a Patreon where we have some exclusive content only for our Patreon patrons. And essentially, we got a whole bunch of stuff on there. When I say a whole bunch, we got like 3 things. Yeah, we got 3 things. But it's exclusive content. One about Minoka Magica Rebellion, and Sasuke and I share a drunken podcast where we both get drunk and fight each other at the end, but then we hug because we love each other and we're brothers. We're brothers. Where's it come here? Oh, I like how Sasuke is in a POV mode right now.
Well, speaking of,
I don't know what happened to my internet. I don't know what happened.
Oh, shit.
So I'm on my phone right now.
Okay, so follow all those, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
Satsuki, where can they hopefully find you?
Not on my PC, that's for sure. Yeah, you can find me on my main channel, Sasuke the Savage, as well as on my other channels, Satsuki the Gamer and Satsuki the Savage. That's with a DA, not a THE, on my Twitch, where I play a multitude of games. Your Turn to Die, Nakamapa, Ultra Despair Girls, Ace Attorney, eventually Persona 3 Reloaded, and a slew of other games. Have a lot of fun there. I always stream at around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturdays, Sundays, so you can catch me on the weekend. And I stream for a long time, 10 hours tops. So you can always pop in there for like a couple minutes or so. But yeah, have a lot of fun with that. But yeah, that's where you can find me. I have some things planned for my main channel. I'm getting back into writing again. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm doing it now. So that's it for me. I don't know what happened to my internet, but y'all be easy.
As for me, usual. I don't know if I'll be doing anything until May, honestly, for the main channel for Sea Tactics. But this upcoming Tuesday, new chapter of Chainsaw Man again. I think this is like 5 weeks in a row now. Fujimoto has put in the work, so good for him. Also this Sunday, doing a video on the Bomb Girl arc for Chainsaw Man, which is what the film is going to be adapting, the upcoming Chainsaw Man film. Super exciting. Love it. I love you all. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all next week. Have a good day. Night. Goodbye.